Okay. I think we're live now. I'm a little ticked off because I don't know, something really stupid that should not have happened with my stream, and I got kicked out of everything. It looked like there was a way to get back into it, and then I couldn't, and I guess it just started shutting everything down. So I'm like, thanks for just shutting it all down. I appreciate it. So yeah, that was fun. So the plan was here is that we're gonna play a little bit of Warhammer. We're also gonna see if there is anything particular out there that I can restream while we're doing that. And I've got to re-get some. I had all this information that needed to be in my stupid thing, and I got to go back and get it all because technology sucks. Basically, is the problem. Technology sucks. It doesn't cooperate. It doesn't always do what we want it to do. And yeah. So yeah. So I want to make sure that I get all of that back here because I got all these links that you all should have, and I also have to fix it so that you all can comment, particularly on YouTube. I have to get things reset up. So again, thank you very much, technology. You're just the best. Love you. So, welcome to the Cheugy Show, where it is hip to be Cheugy, and it is hip, to just not be trendy. We are the cheugiest people you will ever meet on the internet. And if you don't like it, well, there's other streams that you can watch. So I gotta fix my description here. That was all set up just really nice on the other stream. I don't think I'm going to be showing my face in this particular live stream tonight. I'm just going to be playing a little bit of Warhammer. It's kind of a fun game. You all should probably check it out. But let's get it here so that you all can comment. For those that actually show up. Yeah. I tried out the whole Twitter Spaces thing, and wasn't really impressed. I actually got invited by somebody to come on and speak, which was nice. But the thing of it is that there's often, like at least 5 other people all wanting to talk. And it seems like unless you're going to be rude and you interject people, you're going to be waiting forever to get to say anything. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be sitting there forever and not able to say anything because so many other people are talking. Just, yeah. But before we get to a Warhammer here, let's look at some of the latest Twitter files. the stupidest thing that Elon Musk has ever done so far on Twitter. I remember him specifically saying that he did at some point want to step down from Twitter. He wasn't always going to be the head of Twitter. That was not the plan. He wanted to get Twitter fixed. That was what Elon Musk wanted. But now he's done what you should never done. He's decided to do a poll. Y'all, don't do polls to figure out how to run your business. He is so, Elon Musk is not an idiot. He's not an idiot. But this is running a business, and I can say this as someone who's somewhat of a small business owner. I know that you can't just decide everything based on a poll like this from people who have no real stake in the company. Company either. That's another important thing you got to remember. They've never had to run a company, so it really doesn't make sense for you to try to decide how that company should be run by doing a poll. And this poll is going to be going the poll has about 9 hours left. And should I step down as head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. Not everything that he does in Twitter should be decided by poll. He was always, rest assured, he was going to step down at some point. But before this, there was this big frustration over him saying that people will not be allowed to post things like Linktree. They won't be able to post things like Mastodon. You won't be able to include any information that will help direct people to those sites. He didn't want that. He didn't want you advertising their competitors, I guess is the way that they looked at it. But for people who are influencers, big or small, the way that social media works is you kind of have one thing that is sort of like the hub of your operation when it comes to using social media to connect and things and get your message out. And then you have things that branch off of that. Okay, you have like this map that you follow. And with this map, you figure out, what it is that you want to broadcast where, and you have a whole social media plan. All right. In some cases, the same thing that you post on Twitter may very well be the same thing that you post on Facebook. But then you go to, say, Instagram, and based on your audience, based on your engagement, you may not post the exact things on Instagram. You have to look at your analytics and you have to decide what it is that works best for you. And people were using some version of that when it came to including links to other content. All right. And also, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Okay. And typically what you're actually wanting to do is you really should be having a website that you're ultimately wanting to funnel everyone to. But most people aren't trying to do that. They're not really dedicating themselves to one particular platform. They're not doing it that way. And some people are telling like, well, I just don't know if I can't do that. I don't know if it'll be worth it for me to be on Twitter anymore. No, you just have to rethink the way that you use Twitter to connect. You have to rework the map that you've been using. And you have to decide whether or not you're going to be using, say, Facebook to funnel everyone into everything else, or you're going to be using Twitter to funnel everybody into everything else. And when it comes to Twitter, what you would have to do is you would have to include a link to your website. And that is something that Elon Musk is talking like he's going to talk back about. There's been talk too about whether or not there's FCC rules that he was violating in this, which in and of itself I find interesting. I find the legal aspects of it, because we can say, well, this sucks and that sucks, but ultimately you got to go by the law, and you got to go by what the law says. And the law is saying he's not doing anything wrong. Well, then he's not doing anything wrong. I mean, what can you do? Nothing. There's nothing you can really do about it. You just gotta kind of figure out basically how to deal with it. That's all you can do. And, hope that cooler heads will prevail, and that he will change the way that he's doing this, that, or the other. You can hope. There's always hope. But, so, I mean, that's what I'm saying. In the midst of all this, he did this poll, and he said that when there was a lot of backlash over that thing about including links to Linktree and Mastodon or whatever, he said, well, for now, all major decisions will be decided by a poll. Let me pull that trick here. And that was all due to the whole backlash that he got from creators. So let's pull that up here. It's been hard to do lately, mainly because it seems like my internet connection is slow. Come on. I'm going to start having to save tweets. Here we go. Okay. I don't want to scroll up again, because if I try to scroll up again, it's going to suddenly just shoot forward really, really fast. And you'll miss it, because the internet sucks. But there will be a vote for major policy changes. My apologies will happen again. That was in reference to trying to say accounts that appear to want to primarily promote competitors won't be allowed. There was a lot of backlash about that. People were not happy. But then he just says, should I step down as head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. And for whatever freaking reason, 57.4% saying yes, and only 42.6% are saying no. He hasn't been the head of Twitter long enough. Yeah, as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for, as you might get it. Those who want power are the ones who least deserve it. He may be in reference to all the people who have tweeted him saying, I'll do it. Let's hear. Breaking. The mayor of El Paso, Texas declared a state of emergency late last night, 72 hours before Title 42 ends. Mayor Oscar Lester has been under pressure by the Biden administration for months to keep calm and not declare it, while community federal police have asked for help. Yikes. So here's it. For those with poor reading comprehension did not say Twitter is a traditional publisher. As making a comparison, publishers don't allow free advertisement, and Twitter, which isn't a traditional publisher, won't either. But other platforms also do this. Reddit is a conscientious woke hellhole. What it does or does not do is of no consequence. Twitter should not see itself as a publisher at all, rather as a platform where individuals publish their speech. And he replied, really, to somebody. It's interesting. See, the real problem in here is our laws. They haven't kept up with the way everything has changed. The social media is indeed the public square, the same way, 1,000 years ago when we used cave walls to express our speech, and then moved from that to eventually papyrus paper and to eventually movable type. Public speech is the way that public speech is done relies on the technology of the day. And if you if you control the way people can use that technology, then you're gonna suppress speech. That's just kind of the way it works. And the laws don't know how to do it. So somebody named Wall Street Silver, he insists that Elon already knows who the person is, and Elon was like, hold up. No one wants the job who can actually keep Twitter alive. There is no successor. And there's some community notes on that. Let's see what the community note says. This is an opinion of Elon Musk that has had to walk through a pile of sewage in order to get Twitter on the right path. Everyone gets tired. Elon should take a few days off, stay off Twitter, and remember the mission of getting to Mars. Without this success, it all fails. I'm going to say no. Opinion or speculation. Sources not included. There's other. No. This. No. People know. So, yeah. I think he tweeted again. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Those who want power are the ones who least deserve it. Yeah. So there was a much shorter Twitter files today amongst all of this happening. Then hastily restored them. So Ted Lieu, he's been having issues with this whole Twitter thing. And if you don't remember who Ted Lieu is here, he's a veteran, he was a member of Congress. And that also empathy is good. He's a U.S. Air Force veteran. I don't know. There's been some kind of report that I haven't really had a chance to look at that shows that somehow or another there's this claim that somehow or another conservatives actually get favored. I really don't know how that's possible. I don't know. And the FBI lists the 2017 FITFA program on its website. It's simply not news. Well, maybe it should have been fucking news. Maybe people should have been paying more fuck attention to what was going on. I read this breathless Twitter file supplemental from Matt Taibbi, so you don't have to. Here's a summary. Twitter disagreed with the FBI. You're welcome. And, of course, Matt Taibbi disagrees with that. Then hastily reassured them that they would agree, but then reading comprehension skills aren't a prerequisite for public office. The think Teddy is a bidder shall dig up his questions to send real B folks because they count supposedly use illegal contributions from his campaign funds. Who is real B folks? That was kind of censored, so who knows? Oh, you can see yourself on a federal somebody that what? Oh my gosh. Matt, I believe they are under the mistaken belief that it is a crime or unexpected that agencies would have an email back and forth with social media companies. It's what they were trying to do. Acting. And some of what they were doing, if it isn't illegal, maybe it should be. I want to check Rumble. I'm actually not streaming Rumble right now, but I want to see what's on Rumble. It might be worth it for me to. I haven't listened much to this guy called the Salty Cracker.
Side, it's not a coincidence that all of these dickheads got suspended. They got suspended, some of them on purpose, of course. They wanted to get suspended on purpose so they can make it seem like it was a bigger deal than it really was. Here's my favorite, by the way. After all of this happened, and of course, they don't they never ever live up to their threats, which would have been absolutely awesome. Of course they don't, but this would have been gold. CNN threatening to leave Twitter. Damn it. Damn it. Thanks, Beto American.
So this is, I think, a cool tab.
like? Are news organizations going to stand by as the reporters are just, hastily banned without explanation?
No, you were given an explanation, you dickhead, you rat-faced dickhead. This is
Yeah,
everybody's
come on.
favorite internet CNN hall monitor, Oliver Darthy. Isn't that the character from Married with Children? Oliver Darthy. This is the prick that got Alex Jones. Supposedly the final straw for Alex Jones was Alex calling this dude a rat-faced bastard. And Twitter was like, that's terrorism. And then Alex Jones got yeeted off of Twitter. Well, here he is crying about the free speech of journalism. You're not journalists, you're propagandists. That's why you're upset. Your propaganda is being diffused. And it's not even being diffused because you guys are being indiscriminately, disproportionately banned. It's just that you are doxing people, and so you got banned. And then you cried about doxing people by showing the doxing information, so then you got banned. And then they said, holy shit, let's get a bunch of people. So then what happened was a bunch of other fake fucking stream journos then purposely reposted that information knowing that they would get banned, so they could then all say, oh my god, Elon Musk is a threat to democracy. He banned all of us. Because you guys did that on purpose. You did it on purpose. So you could force this outcome. So you could force this narrative. Again, they keep forcing these bullshit labels that don't exist. January 6th was not a thing. No. It was the worst thing ever. It was way worse than the British burning down the White House. It was way worse than 9/11 and Vietnam and Pearl Harbor all combined. No, it wasn't. 6 windows were broken. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. No. And so they have to keep doing these ridiculous gaslights in order to make it seem like these labels that they have, January 6th, Joe Biden won the election, or these 7 idiots being banned for a few hours, Thursday Night Massacre. Well, then fuck you, leave then.
CNN is saying it's going to reevaluate its relationship with Twitter based on the response it gets. I want to read you the full statement, Allison.
Please.
It says, the impulsive and unjustified suspension of a number of reporters, including CNN's Donnie O'Sullivan, is concerning but not surprising. And it goes on to say Twitter's increasing instability and volatility
while I'm also streaming my game
should be an incredible concern. This raise.
Why can't you read, idiot? Why can't any of these people read? Why can't the press secretary read? Why can't this rat-faced fake fucking journalist read? How come none of these people can read? Just read, idiot! Look at this. Holy shit, look at this. Stay Puft Soyman over here. Look at, he's like, what is this relationship right here? What is going on over here? Bring me Don Lemon. Look at this dude. Holy shit. He looks like he's that little doughboy poured into that suit. All puffy and in all the wrong places. Roundhead. He's loving it. No, leave then. Bye. Oh, wait, we're going to have to rethink this. Elon Musk is being super duper mean to us. Elon Musk clearly stated in the terms of service, don't give away people's current location. You gave out his current location. You're banned. It's not fucking hard to figure out. But again, you guys aren't real journalists. You're gaslighting propagandists. And so you have to run to your fucking outlet, which nobody is watching. And then you got to tell everyone, oh my god, this! Oh my god, this! Oh my god, this! We barely think of the thing with the thing. Holy shit, what a bunch of crybabies. My favorite one, by the way, you knew this was coming. This chick over here, who has been constantly trying to get Liz a ticket. Look at this chick. She is such a piece of shit. Look at this. Who takes selfies like this? Okay, everybody.
This isn't gonna work very well.
You're 80 years old, chick. Listen, Chica. You got the body of a dude. You crammed it into that ugly-ass dress that looks like pea fucking soup. You look like something the Exorcist would spit up. No, oh my god, this. Oh my god, this. And what the hell's going on with this face, boys? I'm telling you right now. Gravity has done something to this chick's face. It's everybody's favorite Taylor Lorenz. And here she is, and she's going to cry like a bitch. Marcy Darcy. Hell Bundy was always calling her a chicken. Thanks, man.
Hey guys, the rumors are true. I have been permanently suspended by Twitter. I was given 0 reason, only had 3 tweets on my account. 2 of them were promoting my other social media channels.
She only had 3
which you guys
because
follow.
she had
Taylor Lorenz
deleted
at
a bunch of stuff.
Instagram.com, TaylorLorenz.substack.com, having a
thing.
YouTube channel. But yeah, I was suddenly logged out. I just had those 2 tweets and a tweet where I asked Elon for comment today, revealing 0 information. Super crazy. Elon seems to be banning anyone he disagrees with, and I certainly...
First time? Sorry, first time on the internet? Oh my god, sis! I just had like 3 tweets. Yeah, but you banned, you banned. Yeah, but you doxed Libs of TikTok. Yeah. You doxed her. You purposely went out and gave out that chick's information. You're an asshole cunt. You got exactly what was going on. Well, I only had like 3 tweets. Yeah. But in the past, you doxed her, and Elon Musk don't give a fuck. My god, this
didn't violate any terms that I was aware of.
So now we're going
that's the story.
to add a camera. This isn't where I wanted to be. Damn it. Let's go back to what I wanted. Seriously? Oh my god. Today is I Hate the Internet Day. It really is. Come on, I'm pushing enter. You're supposed... I fucking hate life. That's all I have to really say right now, is I've been fucking hating life and the way things have not been working right. I just hate everything. This is seriously not gonna do what I wanted to do anymore for whatever fucking reason. There we go.
The only reason why you had a presence on Twitter was because you are an establishment prostitute. You are a filthy whore. You will regurgitate the talking points of a regime that is trying to crush good people under its boot. Those days are over, you dipshit. My god, follow me to Mastodon. No. You don't even understand it. This chick's got almost 500,000 followers on her Twitter account, and she's got a hard time getting 300 likes. She can't even comprehend that she's a bullshit concoction of the algorithm. You have benefited.
Why am I placing a fucking error and it's not doing anything?
To say. And now you finally have faced 7 hours. 7 hours. Our side has built up entire other platforms to overcome the massive amount of censorship that multi-trillion-dollar corporations in Silicon Valley have instituted upon us. We have built up Gab. We have built up Minds. We have built up Odyssey. We have built up Rumble. You won't do that because you're a weak bitch. You're in trouble. You better understand. This new world that is being created in the wake of the internet and social media. You dumb bitch. You are a useful idiot for the regime. You are weak. You can see the weakness in your face. Your face is detaching from the skull structure. You've got absolutely no fortitude in you. You look like this fat bitch over here on CNN. You are the female equivalent of where the hell this is right here. Ooh, balls. It's like indiscriminately, man, Elon Musk is mean to me. Elon Musk is mean to you. Interesting. My favorite part, by the way. So she starts making fun of Elon Musk. Oh my god. Elon Musk is such an asshole. Elon Musk is like a billionaire, but he's like on Twitter right now. She's at a fucking party. I get that. I am not a suicidal individual. I love life. I've got a zest for life. I'm still working on getting that bench press over 300. I got lots of things I want to do in this life, boys. But I'm telling you right now, a party of a bunch of bullshit, transsexual-looking Taylor Lorenz goofballs over here, a party like that full of those angry soybees, I probably
so we got 3 hours for that.
Can you imagine this party?
What
Probably fucking drag weirdos. There's all pedophiles all up in this apartment. I'd be like, that's it. No, I'm jumping. I'm out this bitch. This has got to be the most miserable fucking party in the world. She's doing Instagram. I think she might even be on Twitter. Yeah, so she's ban evading. This should get her. By the way, she's back on Twitch. She's been unsuspended. Look at this fucking. What is going on with this chick's face?
I can't.
She's telling everybody she's 30.
Stand there. She might very well be 30.
She
may be 30. I don't know.
Like a 20-year-old, and they'll put them in one of those Air Force.
It's very recently that I've ever even heard of Taylor Lorenz.
Force.
So I'm like,
they spin them around. So they'll take like a 20-year-old and they'll put her in the machine and they'll rev that motherfucker up to 9 Gs. And that's what Taylor Lorenz looks like. Taylor Lorenz looks like she's constantly facing 9 Gs. Isn't this a gravitational oddity over here? No matter where she's at, she looks like she's pulling 9 Gs. That's weird. Ugh. Anyhow, so here she is, and she's at a party. Again, got to be the world's most god-awful crazy party.
So let's try
and
this
she's
again,
doing,
everybody.
It's Twitter Live's over here. She's band evading.
We
This
are
should
wanting
definitely
to
get her
do
banned permanently.
A third
And
camera.
she runs from the she opens up the comment section, and the comment section is full of cry bitch, salty army, cry bitch, cry grandma. Holy shit, you guys are savages. This is so great. Watch the chat down here. He's gonna chase this dumb bitch. You guys almost got her to jump out of this building.
All my tweets. I actually have an auto deleter that's supposed to delete like every 2 weeks, but it was like on the fritz, and I think it was just like mass deleting my stuff, or Elon was deleting my stuff. I don't know. All I know is I could still see my tweets,
Delusional.
but other people were saying that they couldn't see my tweets anymore. I could still see all my tweets though. Anyway, where was I?
You're at a party. You don't want to be around the insufferable kid fuckers at this place. Where was I? There's a party. What the fuck is wrong with you, Grandma? Where's the? Bye.
Subscribe to my Substack, please. It's taylorlorenz.substack.com. Let me put it in the comments.
She just sounds too valley for me. That's what I don't like about her.
Substack. Oh my god, we have libs of TikTok in here.
Yeet, libs of TikTok trolling her. Libs of TikTok joins in, trolls Grandma over here. And then where's the here's the best part, the comment section. They chase her out of here. Nice work, lads. Okay, this is Taylor Lorenz. And she's supposed to be the tech lead at Washington Post. I'm the culture lead. How come you can only get 200 people watching you?
Oh my god, this is just a bunch of Elon fans. Alright. Oh, Aaron Space Museum, hi. Guys, I did have only 3 tweets because my tweets auto-delete, and they have since 2014. Anyway, I do have to go, but I love you guys, and it was so fun to get to chat with you.
Oh, the uncomfortableness of it. Oh.
See, I don't know enough about her or follow her
she's
enough.
so ugly. It makes my dick crawl inside of my cavity down here.
In order to be like,
okay,
maybe she did have an elderly, and she's had it for elderly for,
annoying liberal
that
white
many
chick talks just
years,
like
whatever.
that.
I don't know.
Okay. been fun. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god. This is just a bunch of
Oh
Elon
my
fans.
God, cry, bitch.
All right.
Jump!
Oh, Aaron Space Museum. Hi. Guys, I did have only 3 tweets because my tweets auto-delete, and they have since 2014.
She's arguing with the people in her own live stream. Everybody hates you. Everybody hates you. Your cats hate you. Your Vagisil hates you. Everybody hates you, you dumb bitch. I hope you understand this. I hope you wake up every day knowing that more people despise and loathe you than will bother tolerating you. Everybody else at this... No, she's doing a fucking live stream over here at a party, and not a single person's like, hey, Tay-Tay, put that down. Come on, Tay-Tay. We're doing dildo roulette over here. Come on, Tay. Nobody's calling for her. Everybody else at this party fucking hates you, you dumb bitch. I am the most antisocial son of a bitch on the planet. But if I went to a party, somebody would walk by and go, hey, you want a sandwich, bro? Somebody would.
Yes, further.
No, not Taylor.
And your enemies, unfortunately, enough to get in your way can catch fire.
Taylor Lorenz. Jump, bitch! Jump!
Anyway, I do have to go. But I love you guys. And
I love you guys. She's seething. Right after she hits end on this, she takes her phone and she smashes it very thoroughly. Like,
Okay, here we go.
just like Thursday Night Massacre. It's so bad. You idiots all suffered a 7-hour ban. You broke the terms of service, clearly. You got a 7-hour ban, which is bullshit. You all cried about it, like it's the first time you've ever faced any type of repercussion or consequences on a social media platform, because it is. And now you guys are crying and doing live streams at parties and threatening to jump. I'm fine with you jumping. Happy Hanukkah, you filthy animal.
Ah, see, I can't get turned around.
These people on the left-hand side are flipping out that the thing has been tilted in 1 degree.
Oh my gosh, did I just die within like minutes?
Into some sort of semblance of an even playing platform. And they're losing their minds. They're losing their minds. I can't wait to see who's going to come in. Who is going to come in as the new CEO of Twitter? Is going to be delicious. I want more.
This aggravates me. I
these
died
two.
within minutes.
Oh man. How much you want to make she's got a background noise playing that
Seconds, really.
she's in the apartment by herself with a blow up doll. Could be. She's the Red Witch from the Game of Thrones. Good, that makes sense. So, what you're watching right now is Twitter being cleaned up. A bunch of fake fucking journals are being thrown off. And guess who else is being thrown off? You got it. You got it. Uh-oh. Antifa. Andy Tifa Zims herself is being thrown off of the Twitter. Get her. She's annoying. Gotta go. You can't just yeet all of the fake journos and the firebugs. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. See, that's where you're wrong, pal.
See, my issue is at the end. I'm always thinking that
COS
I'm aiming the right way
Anti-Fascist,
to
the Colorado Springs
kill
cell of
people,
Antifa, has been suspended. He's been suspending these Antifa cells all month. All month. Here's a big one. 15,000 followers. And they're over here, and they've been using this to assault people.
Weapon.
They've been doing it to direct members to get home addresses. They've been doxing people, getting phone numbers of targets. They've been threatening people from this. Again, This was allowed to get to 15,000 followers because there were no terms of service for the commies on this platform before Elon Musk. There was zero consequences. They were coordinating attacks. They would coordinate to go burn down police departments on this platform. Nothing happened to these idiots. Of course nothing happened to them. That Valley girl shit just will die. Okay, I gotta go. Listen, Penny. I love you, but I gotta go. She's so mad.
Yeah, I can't stand her voice.
You know she was crying
like
after
you
that.
spend
A bunch
a lot
of
of
fucking
time
soy orbitals like, it's okay, Tay-Tay.
mocking her
It's
just
okay.
because of her voice.
It's okay. Don't worry. Like, Elon Musk is super permissive. But here's my Antifa account. You can use this one to tweet from. My favorite part about this Antifa thing, every single time. You know who was running this account, by the way? Who was running the Colorado Springs anti-fascist account? Who was the person in charge? You guessed it, boys. You guessed it. Hold on a second. You didn't guess it. What's going on over here? I got the wrong... Hold on. Give me... Listen, I don't do transitional material. Every time. Oh,
I'm not even...
The Antifa member
Shit,
behind
I
the Twitter
can't...
account of the now banned violent Colorado
Why
Antifa
I
cell.
hate
Holy
using
shit,
my mouse to
transferring
control
journalists.
this damn weapon. I hate it.
It's every time,
all the
man.
time
I'm telling
thinking
you. I'm telling you. It's not a coincidence.
I get
Kyle
overwhelmed that
Rittenhouse
there being
throws
so many
3
people
rounds
that
into
I'm
a
trying to
crowd
shoot.
and hits a furry, a
I
pedophile,
would be
and then
fine
another furry.
if I did not have 100 people that I was trying to shoot.
Every single time.
But that's not what happens.
Journalists, by the way.
Got like 10
Excuse
coming
me.
from all these
Not only am I a
different places,
trans
and
furry journalist, but I'm a medic.
it takes me too long
I'm
to
sorry,
get
what
this
are your
damn thing in position.
qualifications for being a medic? I got Dora the Explorer transgender band-aids, motherfucker. Oh. I don't know if that technically constitutes a degree in medicine, but...
I didn't even see him there.
We'll let it slide.
I've been getting too frustrated with this game. I get too frustrated with there being characters that I don't see that constantly
I can now show you
I get too
pictures
frustrated
of
with trying to use
retired Army
my
generals
mouse to
and
control
Antifa furries, and you won't be
where
able
it's
to tell the
aiming.
difference
It's
because
too
they're the same
incredibly
picture
slow.
because they're all
Look at
into
this. By the time I've gotten turned around,
this.
I've had so many
It's all
people,
into this.
so many different of these characters.
This is insane.
It's ridiculous. I give up.
This is the type of person who wants the right wing. Anybody again questioning any of this? If you misgender this numbnuts over here, that's a banning. That's a banning. Giving out Elon Musk's location in direct violation of terms of service. Oh my God, Viv! I'm indiscriminately oppressed. First time? I'm sorry, first time?
Ugh.
Don't care. Don't care. We don't even need Elon Musk to target you dumb assholes out of ideology. You're breaking the terms of service. You've been allowed to break the terms of service for so long that you can't comprehend that you're breaking the terms of service. One of these dumb left-wing journos he was like, oh my God, this! I was like suspended until I deleted the offending tweet. What is this? Why did I have to delete this? Holy shit. So you've been telling people to attack Supreme Court justices. You guys have been calling people Nazis and terrorists and white supremacists. You have been violating the terms of service forever. You've never had to... You don't even understand how it works? Holy shit. I saw some of these dumb Antifa lunatics gluing themselves at like sub-0 degree weather in Germany or one of these other crazy places on this planet that's got real weather, and it didn't work out well for them. Elon stated, "Be careful what you wish for," in the chats on that poll. Makes me wonder if that is for the lefties or the resistance. Who he has in mind? Well, this is going in a direction. Elon Musk didn't spend $44 billion just to ban a handful of Antifa furries, who are probably pedophiles allegedly, and to piss off some of these left-wing journos. Elon Musk has a plan for Twitter and an idea that he wants to unfold, and it's going to require a ridiculous CEO. See, this is why it's got to be somebody who can't be bullied by these left-wing numjobs into just going back into being a communist propaganda outlet. So I don't know who he's going to pick for this, but it's going to need to be somebody of gigantic fortitude. I think Trump would be awesome, because you can't really, you can't threaten him with, that dude's been threatened with everything. And he's still stood up to these people. So all of this is on purpose. All of this is being done in a fashion that they are trying to mitigate the damage that Elon Musk is doing. Elon Musk is disrupting their terror cells right here. Elon Musk is destroying their propagandists. So here you've got the informational apparatus. This is the weaponized information dissemination of Twitter right here with this dumb bitch. She was going out there and verbally regurgitating all of the regime's talking points in order to create a facade of a fake world paradigm that doesn't exist. But if you listen to the platform points of the Democrat Party, the globalist agenda, the WEF, it was all obviously parroted by this chick over here. And then that's one aspect of the attack. And then the other one is to get these goofballs to then go out and physically enforce that in the real world. So you've got the propagandists like Taylor Lorenz shouting out a bunch of propaganda and information, and then this dumb asshole's job was to get a bunch of other mentally unhinged lunatics to then go into the streets and shut down any conservatives speaking out at any place of venue. These people were allowed to do this, by the way. This is the 21st century, very, very lame version of the brown shirts over here. It's a group of criminals who are mentally ill,
might be my new
who
favorite.
are not held to account in Democrat-run areas. And so they're allowed to bludgeon people. They're allowed to shoot people. They're allowed to threaten people. They're allowed to go outside of events and set shit on fire. They're allowed to do it. And that is to get you to stand down. That is to get you to shut up. That is to get you to not go to those events. You're supposed to be afraid to see Matt Walsh at a university. You're supposed to be afraid to see any conservative speaker at any type of event. Because these fucking goofballs were all, by the way, coordinating this, you guessed it, on Twitter. We've got your DMs, idiots. I imagine at this point they have moved to something a little bit more encrypted, probably Telegram. But they never thought they were going to lose Twitter. Twitter is hyper important for these people because there's a lot of skeletons in the old DM files that we've got of these people. I'm telling you. This guy's cadaver tendon. He's like, I want a cadaver from a pure blood. That's funny. Dan Bongino as CEO. That'd be funny. I'll take that. So, again, all the right people are upset. The Antifa pedophiles are upset. The fake journos are upset. And you guessed it, the criminals in Congress are all upset. Again, why do these look like mugshots of kid fuckers, boys? I don't know. The questions, they just kind of come up. We'll have to see what pans out in the future of these two individuals who are totally above board. I would never suspect anything from very soft pussies at the highest echelons of the power structure. I'm sure they totally fought their way to those points of power. I'm totally sure that these two individuals, with their aura of testosterone, were able to fend off all of the monstrous entities that vie for positions at the highest powers. I'm sure they're totally not kid fuckers that are blackmailed, boys. Anyhow, Ted Lieu and Eric Swallows really well. Very, very upset about what's going on. Very upset. Hey, don't you worry about what's happening with the FBI as asshole and Twitter. The FBI and the government would never tell Twitter what to do. No, we have the communication. They are fucking trying to gaslight at dangerous levels. These people are sitting there going, how can we just bold-faced lie at this point? We have the fucking communication. We have the emails. Very low testosterone betas inside Twitter were being told who to ban by the FBI. We have the correspondence. I mean, fuck. The only way that they're able to do this is because they know the Republicans ain't going to do shit. Right? And that's why the red wave had to be mitigated for the midterms. The reason why they spent a shit ton of laundered Ukrainian funds, of FTX funds, and I'm sure some leftover laundered BLM funds to primary MAGA candidates from our own side with other Republicans was because they could not have a gigantic amount of MAGA beasts inside of the House of Representatives, and they certainly didn't want any MAGA candidates in the Senate with actual fucking power, because those people would dismantle this shit. And so the Republicans got together with the Democrats and they said, oh shit. They're going to find out all about the Epstein kid fucking and all of the criminal congressmen engaged in that. We better make sure that they don't win that House by 50 seats. So this fight will continue. Bang Nancy Pelosi or Taylor Lorenz. I'm going for them big floppy titties, boys.
Oh my goodness.
Buckle up, Nancy. Julian Assange for Twitter CEO.
I'm gonna hate myself here.
How do you do? What is going on?
This guy drives me nuts.
Go ahead
He
and-
drives me nuts.
Well,
I can't
until
stand
some
anything
people
about
get in
him.
here. I know it's kind of late. It's
Cannot stand anything about him.
well after 11, creeping up on 12. But
Mom to
whatever,
graph.
doesn't matter.
We're on the right hand corner here.
Later on the East Coast, earlier on the West
Like
Coast.
just
So we'll wait until maybe 100 people get in here, and we'll kind of give an update on what's going on.
the
with,
way he fucking talks.
These
I can't stand it.
hysterical Walmart attorneys that they run around the interwebs thinking they're all
Can't
that,
stand
and
it.
then they
Can't
need to
stand
be
it.
Brought back down to reality. And everybody's so afraid of these weirdos. Why? They're Walmart attorneys.
Walmart
We're gonna
attorney.
get into what a Walmart attorney is as opposed to a real attorney. And for the people that are real attorneys, well, chances are they won't see this video because they're too busy practicing actual law instead of screwing around on the internet and making fools of themselves and disrespecting
Walmart
them.
attorneys.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I mean, people might say, man, Monty, why are you going after these guys? Excuse me, I'm responding. And they went after me first.
But your
know they did.
response is
You know they did.
disproportionate to anything that they may
We're
have
fine
said
until-
at all.
Until you start running your mouth about me,
Like-
and I'm going to opine right back. And if you can't handle it, then don't attack me. It's really a bad idea. Horrible idea. Horrible. See how that works? And here's the thing. I don't care what you're going to do about it. Isn't that great? Spend the money. Spend it all. So let's go ahead and give an update. So I said we'd wait until there's about 100 people in here to give an update on what's going on with Beggin' Megan. Beggin' Megan is Megan Fox that is, in my opinion, has filed or is going to file that frivolous lawsuit against one of the little teeny tiny municipalities out of the state of Wisconsin. And Beggin' Megan set up this begging page for $10,000. In other words, she's not putting up her own money for her lawsuit. She expects the public to spend their money on her lawsuit. Wow, that's weird, isn't it? You would think that, you know, she'd ask for $8,000 and then put $2,000 of her own money for her own case. Oh, no. She wants the public to pay for everything. The retainer request by Spanky Barnes is $10,000. And it's a joke. That's a joke in itself. let me explain this to you for the people that don't know. You see these little puny, teeny weeny towns? It doesn't cost $10,000 to file court fees. Sorry, no, it doesn't. And you would think that Beggin' Megan, being a supposed reporter, a supposed writer for TJ Maxx or whatever the hell she does it for, would investigate things like this and would know that it doesn't cost that kind of money for court costs. No, it doesn't. Not even close. So where he got off on this 10,000 is because he's not confident in the case. He wants to get paid up front. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me. That's what it appears to be. Spanky wants to
learn the laws about what they are allowed to do, you fucking idiot.
If Beggin' Megan would have done her homework, she would have known that it doesn't cost that much money, not even close, for court costs. Sure doesn't, especially if it's a federal case. It's less. It's actually less. Yeah. Oh well. But Beggin' Megan, she doesn't know how to do her homework, and she wants the public to pay for her entire frivolous lawsuit against one of these puny little towns.
She's an investigative journalist, but she doesn't know how to do her homework. Sure. She's only been doing this like, I don't know, a decade longer than you? Oh my God.
Is in the state of New York. The incident occurred in Wisconsin. As soon as she started to run her chit talker,
clown,
she's attacking them, telling them, oh, you can be sued, blah, 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 blah. She's just looking for an excuse to whine about something. And chances are it's going to get tossed out. Chances are, Mr. Spanky Barnes knows this, that there's probably a high possibility that the judge will look at that.
I'm replying to somebody on Twitter.
Really?
Wake up, you stupid blonde,
civil rights violation?
and get
out of here.
your ass out of the sand.
Do you think Beggin' Megan will...
So you're okay with crypto screamers and child sex, drug traffickers, terrorists, arms dealers, potential school shooters, etc. being allowed to operate on social media, and the FBI should sit away. We're not worried about that, you stupid bitch!
So violated about this
We're
case.
worried about them interfering with our fucking free speech.
Yes, you would. She wouldn't be begging the public to finance this frivolous lawsuit. Disgusting. And you'll notice that Beggin' Megan, she does this all the time. She hangs around all these Walmart attorneys. They're so damn funny. I mean, an actual attorney will tell you, who has time to sit around the interwebs, running their chit talkers all day, attacking people for no reason, right? Just a bunch of hogwash burping out of their mouth. They got dumber than lumber up there. I'll get to him in a second. I'm responding. Do something. Anything you want. Anything you want. They're dumber than lumber. Huh. You attack me first. I'm responding. That's it. I mean, you don't know me very well. Obviously.
And nobody wants to know you very well. Nobody wants to know you. They really don't.
You're going to find out even more. And it's going to be lots of fun. Tons of fun. Because you'll notice that I don't care if you're a Walmart attorney. Am I supposed to shake in a corner? Oh my God, he practices law. I'm so scared. No. These Walmart attorneys, they hang out with people like Beggin' Megan. and here's the funniest. Well, I'll get to another thing. There's a lot of things. Let's go ahead and get the update. Beggin' Megan needs $2,800 and $81 left before she can retain her $10,000. She's had that pay for my frivolous website begathon up there for 3 days now, and she hasn't made her 10 grand. You would think that, such an important case, oh my God, so egregious, that she could have at least raised $10,000 in an afternoon, you'd think. So maybe people have seen my video and said, good point.
No, they have of it because you are an idiot
Maybe
that does not
people looked at
understand
their own
that the
video and went,
school board was
"This is
violating
not
the
what I
fucking
consider a
law."
violation of civil rights. This looks like basically a school teacher stepping in and muting an abusive member of the public. That's what that looks like. I don't think so.
Ugh. The idea that anybody follows you and listens to you is fucking
She's still
ridiculous.
begging, Steelers girl. She's still
This
begging,
video, let's look at how many.
right?
I don't even think this video has hardly had
No, I'm not
any
always
views.
right. I know that I'm not always
But
right.
let's look.
I've been wrong tons of times, and I know I've been wrong tons of times.
No,
And I
really,
admit
you've
that
been
I've
wrong tons of times. I'm shocked.
Now let's go ahead and get to dumber than lumber. Yeah, that weirdo. Okay. So the other night, I wanted to say it was Friday night, I suppose it was. Junkita made some sort of special announcement. Oh my God, this is breaking news. This is a Junkita exclusive. And then he went on to.
You've had a
say
whole
on top of
whopping
that
3,000 views.
that he's being
Now,
sued
granted,
by Monograph.
that's more than anything that I've got right now. But dude, seriously,
That's very true.
nobody who's in the know
And,
here
people are
is
suggesting,
listening
oh,
to you.
wow, oh my
You've
God,
had
maybe
3,000
the
views
reason
on it,
that
despite
happened
the
is
somehow
because
that you have
some sort of deal with
70,000.9
Rumble.
subscribers.
No, sorry. It was-
Yeah, it has nothing to do with them seeing your precious little video, dude. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God, we don't know why.
If we were talking about 1 million
We'll
views,
find out.
maybe I would give you the benefit of doubt. Maybe.
We'll find out. Here's the thing. For the people, and I got to give a shout out to Carolina Beth. Oh, she knows me the best. She knows me the best.
Oh, we gotta mute you because this guy's gonna be going live soon. And you make me wanna hurt things. Let's go back to listening to
Thank
something.
you, Mad Lads, for being here on a Sunday evening. We'll be doing it again Wednesday, 4:30 avocado time. Until then, stay safe, stay salty, stay away from lefties. Those bug-eyed sons of bitches, lads. They'll diddle you. You gotta be careful. All right? I don't want you to get unceremoniously diddled by a bug-eyed son of. Am I gonna get arrested? The good goods in here. Can you guys super chat that question to Viva and Barnes? Will I get arrested by these? Look at these shitbag criminals. Look at these.
Okay.
I think I told this story
His
before.
thing hasn't started
I
yet.
remember,
He was supposed
I
to
used
start
to have to run
at
down to my parents' house every now and then to
9:30.
fix a computer.
And he apparently
Get a
has not
message.
started yet.
Computer's broken. All right, Dad. Well, did you try percussive maintenance? Get down here. Get out. After work, get down here and fix this fucking computer for me. I'd show up.
Oh,
My dad would
Monograph
have
is such a
400 billion
fucking
tabs
innocent
open.
idiot.
Dude,
Just,
fuck, come on, man.
oh,
It's a computer. It's a computer. It's not a quantum computer, Dad. What do you want it to do? I can't just leave all these open. No, you can't leave 5,000 tabs open on Internet Explorer. I mean, holy balls. Computer was smoking. The Pentium chip in the computer was like, no more eBay tabs. Fuck. I shouldn't make fun of my dad. Business Directory Lads, thank you guys for keeping us Google AdSense free. Fuck you, Google. If you're looking for... Oh, it's way too late for Christmas gifts at this point. I would not expect the USPS to be mailing any of this out before Christmas. But maybe you're looking for January stuff. I have no idea. But if you are, head over to the Business Directory, see if you can find a based berserker company over here owned by a salty army member. Get yourself some clothing, get yourself some soap, get yourself some pet products, maybe get a wedding photographer, some more clothing, lots of clothing, boys. Lots of clothing. Get some metal polish. Get yourself some hot honey. So good it tastes like money. And then, of course, we got Savages over here on the side. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Let's do some of these Uber chats. Man, I made it to the end. Spent the day having Christmas with the family. My dad got a mini chainsaw. You're gonna be cutting parts of that tree off, Carrie. Keep an eye on them. They already nationalized Twitter in the shadow control of Twitter. It's being unnationalized, I guess, is a good point. Elon hands off to Rudy Giuliani. I like Rudy Giuliani. I just, again, he got a lot on his plate right now. They try to disbar him in New York and Washington. Tore my ACL, my meniscus, and a hand. Dude, would you get hit by a train? Damn, brother, how'd you tear all of that? Tore my ACL, my meniscus, hamstring a couple months ago. Don't know. No surgery. Pure blood for life. Holy shit. That's taking it to a high level. Salty Texan Pure Blood. Merry Christmas, Salty Familia. The army. F these evil pricks. I hear you. How fun would it be with Kanye West as CEO? Holy shit. Also, rumor has it that Taylor Lorenz had an affair with Abraham Lincoln. Sorry, Abe. That would answer a lot of questions. There's a, speaking of Kanye West, what is going on with this fucking New York Times crossword puzzle? Holy shit. Ruh-roh. Holy balls. Whoops. Keith Edwards. This New York Times crossword puzzle today on the first day of Hanukkah. Oh, shit. Whoa. How you gonna tell that's a fucking accident? I'm sorry. I ain't buying it. That's nuts. Did you see the defense budget they added in their no more military mandate? And now they're asking people to come back after being kicked out. Yeah, I saw that. Again, a lot of people were saying it's no win to have Kevin McCarthy as the House Majority Leader or the Speaker. I hear you. It's not the victory that we want, but you can force these people. And again, a lot of people are well, it's just crumbs. I'm going to take breadcrumbs at this point, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm insatiable. I'm famished. I want way more than breadcrumbs. But I'm going to collect as many breadcrumbs as possible. And if we can stop the mandatory vaccination of our service members, that's a gigantic win. And the only reason why we were able to force that was because we won the House. And I'm telling you again, I don't have anything to corroborate this. But I'm telling you right now, I got a weird feeling that they were not planning on losing the House. I think that they were going to fucking go for it and try to retain the House. I think these...
The things crawl beneath your bed. Maybe we can walk.
What should I miss? Not a whole lot.
Stick your fingers in your wrist and explode.
But when I think of Monograph, this is what kind of comes to mind.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Pretty sure that what he's done here is that he's replaced people's spaces with other people. And this is just a really long intro, and eventually he's gonna come back. I believe is the way this kind of works.
Greetings. How's everybody doing tonight? How am I sounding?
He's going to be talking about this
Going
dude
on.
right here.
All right. How am I coming through? Sounding good? Great Tony song. Yeah, Climb Safety, man. One of my favorites. Sounds fine? Thank you. Thank you. How's everybody doing this evening? We're going to have some fun and hopefully learn a few things. If we can. So, first of all, let's just take a second to say hello to everybody. Hi, Tam. How you doing? Cheugy Whizzlenut, how you doing? I saw Divinity. How you doing? Outpost Nerd, I saw you. How you doing? Jennifer, how you doing? Minto Mori, what's up? How you doing? Susanna Eccleston, how you doing? Lissa Clips, how you doing? What's up? How you doing? Everything's cool? Let's see, Simpa Muffin, oh, welcome. How you doing? Yeah. Okay, man. We got a very special show this evening, and we're going to hopefully get started here real soon. Couple things. Start this off. If you're following me on Twitter, please retweet my last couple tweets.
Okay, let's go.
if you
Let's
would,
do
if you
this.
mind. That's kind of helping the situation out. And if you're not following me on Twitter, you can. It's just at Winning Reality. At you, the letter U, Winning Reality. That's it. At you. There you go. That's it. That works. All right. Cool. So, what we're doing here is I've put an invitation out to Mr. Montegraph in many different forms, but it's hoping after he had tagged me in one of his posts that he will check back and see what I had to say. Hey, Sheeple, how's it going, man? Cool. All the mods, as I had said earlier, please be on your toes tonight. Watch out for any funny business, because I'm sure the funny business will be coming. The idea is this. He's invited to come on the show if he wants to. I've kind of seen this before, that it doesn't normally work out. There's some paranoia around links and so on. So the solution's going to be, we'll screen snipe each other. He can go live. I'll be live. I'll put him up on my screen, and we can talk back and forth like that. You know, that solves the problem, doesn't it? I mean, if he really wants to talk, that is, and not just send out links to not a lot of effort videos that don't really address anything. We've seen this trick before. So I tell you what, how about I pull that video up now, and we'll take a look at it, and just to kind of give you some context as we're waiting for our guest of honor to arrive. And we'll just kind of go run through the entire history here, what's going on new. And, you know, if it doesn't show, then that's just the way it is. But, you know, one thing you can't do is ever, you know, say that he's, you know, unafraid to kind of have a conversation about things. Because I've seen, that would be the second time I've seen him kind of duck out on one. So I don't think that that's the case. You know, I think if he looks at it, he'll see that, you know, there's some things about me he probably would be interested in, and might want to have a talk. But the idea is that we want to make sure that he feels like he can talk. To you know, I'm not going to play the link game or the email game. I'll totally give him a link. I'll put it right in his chat. I don't care. I can keep people out of the backstage if that's what he wants. You know, but also the other thing is like, you know, if when we do talk, I'm going to have, you know, very specific conversation about things with him. And I want to, you know, ask questions, and I want to talk about things that, you know, from 10 years ago. So I want to, you know, don't want to distract him with a bunch of, you know, trolling going on. You know, so I'll, you know, I can understand if he wants to stay on his channel and do it that way. That's fine. I don't care. But the idea is that we have a conversation, because we should have a conversation. You know, he fancies himself as a technical guy. Yeah, so do I. And he says he plays music. Well, so do I. He's from the old school of the internet, the old days. Well, so was I, just in a different way. So we were around for some of the same events, same time periods when things were going on. There's lots to talk about, and of course there's what's going on today. Common perception, where he wants it all to go, where he wants to be, when it's all said and done. And interesting questions that I think we all would like to know the answers to. So we're going to keep an eye out to see if he goes live or I get a tweet reply. If you guys can help me out by making that tweet happen, hey, and if someone wants to be really creative and wants to come up with a hashtag to push this thing around, that would be awesome. I don't normally pull in gigantic numbers. This is actually really good for a start to be at 16 hanging. So I appreciate everybody being here. Oh, 50. Thanks. Somebody had to leave. Hopefully they're going to Twitter real quick. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all being here because we're going to go from the very beginning of time here with this whole situation where it actually started, pinpointing the exact second, right? And we're going to move it forward. That is if we don't, move over to the interview portion first, which I hope we can do fairly shortly. So what I did was I replied to his tweet. Let me get that video up. I replied to his tweet today. It was to me in long numbers. See, what I had done is last night he went on a little stream last night and decided he was going to just rag on Long Lumber. Now I don't know Long Lumber, and I don't even believe that I've watched a full episode of his show. I know that he's well liked and well respected. I know that he's known as a hardworking guy who's very active legally as well. So he has a good reputation. He is appearing in my videos. He is playing with Joe's band. I found out what the name of the band was. It's called The Lawyers. Joe talked about it on his stream last night, and he was gracious enough to say very kind things and also play it. So that was awesome. And yes, it's called. He divulged the name of the band to us non-Semitic people, to us Gentiles. That's what they call it, Gentiles. It means the lawyers. Yes, it's really cool. Okay, so I'm looking up October Rains. So he put this on his October Rains. He replied to that tweet when I sent it to Long Lumber. Long Lumber didn't chime in. I didn't really expect him to, but he replied to that tweet with an October Rains link saying, I don't know, he's same writer. Something like one of them said something about electronic brains. I don't know what that meant to. But oh, nice. Thank you, Eva. Evie Warner. Evie Warner. Thank you, Jennifer. I've seen it already. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, man. Let's see. I don't plan on getting on and going after the guy, or at least that's the way it goes. But I don't plan on trying to rag him. I actually want to talk and hear what's going through his head, and I want him to be able to talk about himself a little bit. We can talk about things we know and we're around for at the same time. I have some very interesting questions in that area, as well as I'm going to ask some questions about other internet legends, if you will. I don't know. What would you say? Infamous people of the internet, like Drake and so on. I'm very curious about that part. If he has anything to say about that, that would be an awesome way to have a good conversation there. So, all right. He spells it different. Is it E maybe? Oh yeah. Oh, wait, I'm subscribed. Let's just go to my subscriptions, right? All right, let's go. Where are you at, October? I want to ask him about that name too. I think I know what he's getting at, but I want to hear it. Oh, I know what I did last time. Gave me the trouble. Type in search for his channel. Oh, there you go. search for his channel, and it's all LawTube that comes up. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. Yeah. So anybody that goes and searches for his name, the first thing they get is like a mouthful of LawTube. You get rackets. Oh, illicit clips. Like, no, it's illicit clips dominating the top 3. Dominating the top 3 positions if you type in monograph and search. That's amazing. Now, okay, I see what's going on. I got to fix something real quick on my end. Okay, so let me come back over here so I can see you guys. Hi. All right. Hey, right? Nice job, Alyssa. Nice job. Hopefully that we're sharing that spot soon. Let's see. I want to go and have a setting here I gotta change on my end, my network end. Being a network guy, I got all kinds of things going on here. On the way back. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm trying to keep talking. I got good at this on the 24-hour stream. Keep talking while you're doing something. Though, some people say don't be scared of the silence. But I like to keep things talking. So let's start way back in the day while I'm doing this and just kind of like refresh. Like way back in the day, Monograph was actually, not a disliked person. He kind of had, things going. His channel was growing. Maybe he was feeling at the time he really had found what was going to be, his new career, because evidently he had left one and was going to another. And YouTube was blowing up at the time. He was part of this collection of early channels that were gaining some steam, right? And what happened is during that time, he was doing parody videos and kind of like really for the time, not par for the course almost, but today would be obviously viewed as very shocking. But if you look at the memes and what was going on at the time back then, you see that he was just really pushing the absurdity level of the parodies in a sense of almost like I would describe it as like a freak out kind of thing. You guys remember the freak outs of the 60s and stuff, or whatever they call it? Kind of like they would like to freak normies out. It seemed like that's what he was going through, like a lot of shock value. Now today we look at these things and we see them through a different lens or filter, and of course, what happened that caused the change and the change, if you will, with him was the fact that he had a lot of people turn on him, and at a time when he was sticking up for someone who probably shouldn't have stuck up for. Probably felt right at the time. Later on, bad idea, right? And so there was a lot of like a side taking initially before the truth was kind of laid out, and that caused a lot of backlash. So people kind of turned on him, and he kind of got real defensive. And just to be straight up, is obviously with a lot of people coming at you, you could get that way. And he seemed to be having to deal with a lot of different things coming at him, like whether what was discovered was real or was being fabricated or whatever it was at the time. I'm not as interested in that as most people are, because I can see how conflated it can be over a 10-year period, and I tend to be cautious in that area, especially when I see, I see evidence that perhaps some of it was intentionally put there by the guest of honor. Something else I'd like to ask him about, as well as why he never went after the people who actually were putting this, according to him, false information out or false stories about or slander about, that today is still being, brought up and the source of his pain, right? So I'd like to find out what happened with that. I had one of his followers one time tell me in a comment that well, that guy's on the run from the law. My response was, well, that would just make it real easy for him to prove that that guy's was had bad intentions and this stuff wasn't real. The skills need to be, if he's going to locate and identify, the skills need to be put towards the people that actually were the root cause, don't you think? I would think that would be a great way to solve things. Make a video, your video editor, movie maker, make one out of that, put it out. Go on the I'm a Man ownership tour. Walk through, say, hey, this is the time. I've made a debunking video. Go visit some people. Say, hey, I've been I could have done better with this. I could have done better with my responses at the time. It got out of hand. This became a habit. I'm here to kind of right the ship, if you will, on my way to sailing out into the sunset, right? Which maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I like to ask him what's bugging him. What's really out there. It ain't LawTube. I mean, it is, because that's in my opinion what I'm seeing is that's the target, of the frustration, the people he could never quite get the satisfaction back from when he felt like he was wronged, or he's just that's his thing. I don't know. When I look around a channel, people like Monstcraft, Josh, others, and it's like all it is about other people that they say have wronged them. It makes me wonder, what have you done to, why do you want to hang on to this and make this who you are, your identity, as your videos, right? Your videos become somewhat your channel's identity, right? And if your face is out there and this is what you do and this is what you think about, us as creators, we know we're always thinking about what we do. We're always working. You gotta always work to keep up. But if that's all you're thinking about and doing, well, what's the point? What's the point? You could just as easily walk away from it and be a really happy person. Go play some music, drink some beers, do something else that you like to do. So I'm curious, what is the point? Maybe I feel like at a certain level, he's trying to regain something that he had in the past. And so I don't know. But these are the things he doesn't talk about either. And that maybe no one's even bothered to ask, bothered to show they cared enough to say, hey, what is this? What's this about? I like to get all the details and hear the whole story. This is a 10-year plus story, if not more. I might be shooting it, like it may be 15, right? Might be going low with that. But I'm still hold on, I'm still trying. I gotta focus for a second. I got on a roll there. I gotta change the network. Quick. Give me one. Sometimes the dashboard there. Real quick, sorry for the silence there. Okay. All right, we're good now. One second. Okay, I just couldn't get to his video because I had a different setting on my network for my device, so I need to change that now that I'm here. And we're off. We're on our way. Here we go. Oh, just a second. Sorry.
Huh. Okay. Like we lost you.
Over here. Go. Change up. Sorry. If not, I'll just if it's not gonna let me do this in time, I'll just change it. We'll just do something else. But I was gonna pull up this video. I'll just go to Twitter. I don't really do Twitter on my my PC, so that's what I was trying to avoid. I was like, man, now I gotta go do all that. I'm gonna be logged in as no. As, okay, I think we're in the right spot. Oh, this is the other one. Okay. That might be a good thing. There we go. I found it. All right. Okay, this is where I messaged Lawn Lumber, and then he replied. Sorry, I know I'm not showing this. I was trying to get to this stupid video. Dude, this is what I'm saying, man. When you see this, it's like, okay. So what I did was I put out a contest as well. Like I posted my video in as a reply, the one Lawtainment video, that's like round 1, night 3, with Rackets and them doing the Weird Al song in the front, and then the Legion of Injustice doing the Subject for Cancellation song. That was just an override of the Strutting song by that they covered. So yeah, so that's so I put mine in there and said, you know, here's what I said. I said, oh yeah, I said, Monty, reuse clips and a recording of a basic inspect element edit. Oh, by the way, I wish you guys watch this. I'm saying this. Video unavailable. It's restricted. What? Hold on. All right, I'm about to ditch this one because I think it's my my settings is messing things up here. Okay, yeah, it's still in that mode. Let me just get rid of this. Sorry about this, guys. I didn't see this one coming. I kind of wrote. Oh, good. Give me 1 second. Sorry. It's I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm right on top of it. Okay, yeah, turn that off. Turn that off. Loud. Okay.
What are you trying to do, Winning Reality? I don't understand.
Maybe I just gotta like start the browser again. Let me go over to Brave real quick. I'll take this over there. All right. So hey, hopefully everybody's talking it up. I can't all my eyes out there right now. But where were we at? Yeah. So questions and answers here. The thing started right with this. This is how we know. Let's go here. This is how we know about Monograph. At least okay, let's just say our generation. People that are hanging out right now. We're gonna call that our generation of Lawtube, right? And then there's like the early Ricada years, okay? So the early Ricada years, right? Earlier Ricada years. He's friends with a YouTuber named Mr. Mediker, right? Mr. Mediker evidently had crossed paths with Montegraph during that time period I was talking about earlier, right? Where he was in that kind of like that shift that was going on. He had gotten on the wrong side of the crowd because he had backed the wrong horse, right? He had backed the wrong kind of guy, and then he was kind of stuck there. And I don't know whether that was. I don't know if that was because he really believed the guy or just didn't have the information and thought it was an unfair way to go about it. If you know anything about him, he believes at least that he's trying to stick up for the little guy against the crowd. So he likes the underdog. I believe that's what it is. I'll ask him if he decides to show up. Just go online. Just start a stream, Monty, and I'll tune in, and you can tune into mine, as I'm sure that you would do if you actually went online. And then we can just have a conversation out. Or I'll send you a link or give you a link. And no games. I'm not playing games. I didn't do all this to play games. That's just stupid, right? It's just dumb. I mean, no, this is not what it's about. But anyways, yeah. So when he did that, he was what happened was he got in it with Mr. Medicare, and they started kind of this thing up, right? And the basic things that you heard about now are starting to come out. But only there was another guy involved, right, at the time, this Agent 19 guy, and they he was making some of the same things about like you're slandering me, you're saying this, blah blah. He had all that going on. But Rekieta just commented back to something that Medicare had said, not even knowing who he was or not really paying much attention to it. He made a comment directly back to Mr. Medicare that Monty then jumped on. And then that's where the rivalry between Rekieta and Monty started, because as soon as he went after Rekieta is what he does, and turned around and laughed him out of the comments, I guess. And that didn't sit well with him. So there became this thing with lawyers and so on. I think some of the bitterness with lawyers, also the fact that he lost a court case against another group that he actually tried to sue and represent himself. This is all, by the way, this is all history that is out there in the archives of Mr. Medicare and of Drummer. That's a DRUMR 282, Drummer 282, right? These guys did more work on cataloging those days and those times and putting it all into a neat little package than anybody else has ever done. So that and they don't go into the other stuff either. They really just stick to the basics, right? And through that, they document a lot of doings and goings on, right? That they are still being talked about today by Monograph, but elaborated upon, I would say, from the versions that I know of that are true, and kind of what goes on today. I would things not to be too proud of, but the Drummer 282 he even went as far as to try to dox him, but ended up doxing a house he used to live at and somebody that wasn't in the house. This became a topic for a while as well. These are just things that the battle is raging, right? So these are the times that he started gaining that reputation even more. So. And the stuff with rackets went hot, went cold, went hot, went cold. And of course, we saw the resurgence now, right? Recently. And if you want to go to recent history here real quick, talk about when Monograph came back around and why. So again, something I'd like to talk to him about. If you would like to show and come on here, he's welcome to. The link's ready. And if not, just go live. Look at you can snipe my stream and I'll snipe yours and we'll have a conversation that way. Fair enough? All right. Let's keep letting them know that that's what we want to do. And so in modern day, right? So here he is today. So this is when I saw him reemerge. Actually, I've had conversations. We went back and forth in Viva's chat when he first arrived. And let me tell you about this part. This is really interesting. So Alex Jones trial, right? Alex Jones trial. And I'm in Viva's chat, hanging out. And he's doing some reports. I think Barnes is supposed to come on or is coming on that day or something. I just remember, I think Viva was by himself, right? So he's by himself. And I start noticing the chat, the way the chat's going. I start noticing people in the chat saying things. I start seeing super chats come in with very apparent smears towards Viva for certain reasons, like his I guess race in this case, and that they were very familiar. It was like, and Viva was being good-natured about it. He was actually trying to answer some really ridiculous questions. I was just like, this looks familiar. This feels like the past. And I looked closely and I said, you know what? I'm gonna test something out here. And I started doing some of my old kind of like techniques to flush these guys out. And sure enough, I started seeing the same responses. And I was like, is this really the gang from back in the day, the old troll group that used to push the Bill Cooper stuff so hard and used to believe the Zionists were ruling the world, and Alex Jones was the devil and he worked for the CIA, and that Cooper was really the one who called 9/11 not Alex. The Alex stole it from. This is the whole rhetoric to go by. But anyways, that brings these people out. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But they, I guess what's to say this? I would say that when you hear people talk about the alt-right on the media, it's the group that like this that believe that they associate this group here, right? Because this group doesn't like. I've been watching streams. I've been cataloging them for months and learning stuff about them for months. It doesn't like Trump. He's not for Trump. But these are guys who are supposedly on the right. So what is that? Where does that leave you if you're on the right and you're not for Trump and you're not a neocon? You're kind of alt-right, right? And especially if you don't believe that Zionists or the Jews are the ones controlling everything in the world, and that's just your hard and fast belief. So they don't like Alex Jones. That's the point, and they don't particularly like a certain don't particularly like Jewish people either because they believe they're all in on it. So that's a perfect combination right there. Someone is supporting Jones and is Jewish, and then you got Robert Barnes. So they started trolling Viva, and I was like, I think these are the guys, right? Well, not shortly after that is when the Rekieta stuff went down, right? So during the Alex Jones time, the last trial, there's a lot of weirdness that started happening on YouTube and so on amongst creators that cover trials and cover people who cover trials, right? There's a lot of throttling and downgrading. So Rekieta, and actually I think some people even predicted this or like had a feeling something like that might happen. Rekieta got suspended, and what it was the fact that he
it was bullshit.
We all
That's
know
what
the
it
story,
was.
right? We all know the story. It was the Keffels thing. It was the Keffels hoax where they put all the they did that mass hoax where they all signed a form letter and sent it in. Well, everybody but Keffels, right? And the other person that coaxed everybody into doing it. Well, Rekieta's rebuttal to that was, this is stupid. Here it is. I'm going to read it. I'm going to be transparent. And here are the people who participated in this hoax, right? I think that's fair enough, man. I mean, when someone makes a false report about you and then they have a whole gang of people repeat it because that's how they believe that they can make it true and they can hurt you with it, I think you have a right to respond to that. I think you have a right to face your accuser. Isn't it, America? Don't we have that? How do we diminish that right? You should always know that who's talking shit about you. You should always be allowed to confront them and put it into it in some way, shape, or form. So that's when he appeared. That's when a lot of us came into knowledge of Monograph, because Monograph popped on in to talk about how he supported Keffels. And well, not in word, but that's exactly what he did. He popped in and supported a group of people who were committing a hoax, gaming the system to commit a hoax, right? To hurt somebody who he didn't like. So he sided with them. Doesn't matter that these same people were hurting children, right? It doesn't matter that their reputation and what they are, what they do, or the fact that they are supposedly polar opposites. They're supposed to be opposites, but they're supposed to be rivals, right? But they're not. They join hands and start forming this unspoken alliance. And as you can see, the representation in the videos that I do is the fact that it becomes a comical, villainous supergroup, right? Because the point is, no matter where they come from or what they say they are, their actions put them all in the same place. That's something I'd like to have a chance to say to him too. Yeah, Monty has been going after Nick for years, on and off. Yeah, hot and cold. The Medicare stuff, other things that popped up, he'd come in there and try to stir stuff up. I think it's the fact that he never got satisfaction the first time. And now here we are today, right? This is the third or fourth go around. And now there's supposedly a lawsuit that I'm just still trying to figure out how he thinks he's going to win. I'd like to ask him that too, if he could talk about it. I'm not going to press him on things he can't talk about. I'm going to try to be respectful in a sense that, I want I want things to be orderly and I want information's better than drama, right? When you rather know things than just see people, cause all kinds of drama. There's plenty of drama that comes with that anyway. You don't need, you don't need that. There's plenty of that already, right? What's it accomplished so far? It's just kept a 10-year career of doing this alive for him. So, maybe there's some way to have some kind of what would make you stop doing this? Like what would take your interest away from things like this? Do you have any others? Is there any other content that you plan on making in the next 10 years that doesn't involve lawyers and doxing and things of that nature? Hey, if he says no, okay, thanks for answering the question and being honest about it. But maybe it's a point where there's some thought that can be done. However, I gotta make sure that I keep this. I'm gonna put this over here. I gotta make sure I keep the screen up so I can keep an eye out in case he comes online. So if anybody happens to get a notification or see that he comes online, just let me know. I'm hoping that he will hear the calling, right? I mean, he went through all the trouble to make that video for Law and Lumber and go online last night and complain about him and go online and complain about Megan and Kurt and everybody else that was on that stream. And I'm not here to defend any of them for anything they said or did on that stream. I don't take responsibility for that. I just cover it, and I make, I can form, like everybody else, I form an opinion on it, right? If it was it good, was it bad, was it justified, whatever, right? But the one thing I know about this group of people is that they're aware of them. So, they're aware, and I think everybody's trying to do something good, right? I don't think anybody's here trying to cause harm. I think there's too many smart people around that in a group like this, that if they quickly get pointed out, singled out, monetized, whatever, however they handle it, right? But they won't not gonna put up with it. There's people that have come and gone. There's people that have been like that. So they're not gonna put up with it. They have integrity, and they don't want low integrity to bring them down by association. So the thought that they're all in on some kind of dirty little scam, even though we joke about grifting and stuff, but it's like, they're keeping this career going by being present and being entertaining, right? That's what it is, and supplying information the way that their audience wants to see it, or the topics that their audience wants to hear covered by them, Ricada and so on. So the idea that you can just villainize a whole group based on maybe one or two incidents between two people in a heightened state, or just whatever, that there's a story too after that. They come back around, they talk about it, they work it out, or they agree to disagree. That happens all the time. That's reality. That's a good that's a good healthy balance of things that are going on in a group. You have to have that ability to communicate and the ability to work through things and to say what you feel. It's freedom of speech. We're expressing it more today than ever. Hopefully we can keep it going in that direction. But yeah, so that's part of it too. So reemergence sides with the bad guys there who are just trying to misuse the system, and then gets offended when people respond. When people respond by blasting them. Okay, so they're not a victim at that point, buddy. You're not a victim. All right, you are the catalyst for it. You are the root cause, and so root cause, something you want to be. You can solve that problem once you understand the root cause by changing it. Yes, you started it, but you can end it by walking away. Or you can end it by admitting that, hey, I kind of was hasty in that moment. And, you'd be surprised how forgiving people can be when you actually can come through and own it like that. We should talk about manhood when he gets there. And, what is a man, and what does it mean to be a man? He had some advice for Kurt. Okay, I'm not going to do this until I know him. If I go start pulling up his channel and his stream from last night and stuff and playing it, he'll play his little games with me. So I'm not going to do that. I want to. If he gives me permission to, I will. If he's proud of it, he should own it. Like, that's the point, right? We're talking about, you own it. When you're an adult, you own it. You have responsibility. You don't hide from it. You don't lie about it. You don't run from it. You step up and own it, and people respect that, and people will respect you for doing it, right? So that's the point. And so I don't see any ownership going on here. I don't see any ownership for anything really. So I want to ask him, like, what's his idea of what it means to be a man, and how should men act? Because I think he has a lot of opinions on that, and I certainly do as well. I would say that we were raised in close to similar areas, I guess, of the country at least, but not I wouldn't say culturally. I come from a kind of a special place, a very special place, where the culture is very skewed most of the time from a lot of the country. But that makes us fun. That makes us the fun surfer dudes, right? So let me see if my system is reset long enough for me to get that awesome video that he made just for Law and Lumber, but tagged me in for some reason. I guess it's because I'm the one who who brought it to his attention, you know. But at the same time, it's like I think that's how you squash things too. It's like, you know, someone's talking smack and they're suing your friends and they're online, they're making fun of people. They got great thumbnails like with, you know, wood pieces of wood through their head and all that fun stuff. And uh, you know, I think people deserve to know about that. Why not? You know, he actually was on there referring to a video that he had talked about where he said he didn't know who the guy was. And you know, I just, you know, Monty seems to think that he has everything figured out when it comes to how people's lives go, what their jobs are like, what the ins and outs are, right, of the day to day life. And hey, look, I'll give him credit for the years he's been here, and because I know that with years comes a lot of this basic knowledge, wisdom of things. But I know that one thing years doesn't bring is that's expertise in areas that you have not focused yourself in, right, and gained experience from, right? That's the people that end up like that think that they can figure everything out because they're a certain age or they've done some things that are similar. You know, there's people that end up like believing the Earth's flat, right? They just fall for that shit because they think that they've been good at one thing, so they're good at everything. You have to humble yourself from that. I defer to people who are more experts in areas that I'm not all the time with a great amount of uh, pride in doing it. I mean, it's like to know somebody who can help add to my knowledge. That's the cool part. Not that I chose to do the things I did and become good at the things I am versus try to, be an expert of all trades, which is impossible. You know, there's physicists that can't touch what I do, and I can't touch things that they do. But we could talk to each other and learn from each other and and tone up our ideas together, right? They can learn from me, I can learn from them. Neither one of us will ever be experts like the other one is on their side. So don't try to be. You know, law, law school and guys go through to get that degree. There's a personality type one that can actually do this stuff, right? That can actually absorb it and then actually perform it, right? There's personality type. And then there's all of the effort and time, and it's basically equated to paying your dues in any way, shape, or form. Only they're buried in books and learning things that are, to us foreign almost, right? And thank God they do because when we go up there to face the court, we have these guys in our corner that can actually help us. You'd be surprised the amount of respect in most cases that the lawyers demand because of that position that they're in. It's crazy. I watched Viva Fry completely control and never let a flat earther get out of line or get off on tangents for an hour. One of the top guy who's known for being havoc in an interview. You know, it was amazing. It was like he was like, okay, I'm not going to piss my lawyer off because if something happens, it's just like it's like ingrained in us somehow that I know because I know lawyers and they get a lot of respect up front. So, he doesn't like them. So he's looking to bring them down in every corner. And so why the obsession with every lawyer? If Nick's the problem. Why what's going on? I can tell you right now, one of the answers is that they think that they're better than him, right? I was like, well, unless you give them a reason to actually, you actually demonstrate why they could think something like that. I don't think they ever think they're better than people. Maybe in a better state of mind at the time, but I don't think that's the case. See, people that are comfortable with themselves and feel good about their world and are humble and are not full of venom. They don't think like that. They don't think like that. That's the mindset of someone who is in pain. Really, that's the mindset of someone who's in pain that they need people to be beneath them. They need to drag people down to feel better, to feel superior. That's not any of these people. In fact, if that's what the way they are, they're in the wrong business and they're doing it the wrong way. They're doing a very bad job of it because they're really lifting people up. They're making people feel, better about the world in a lot of ways. That there's hope that we could have a more free society, a more free speech. This group's really focused on free speech and against censorship. That should be something that everybody's in on, right? No matter who. So this goes back to like drawing the line between where do you stand these days? Are you with the establishment or are you against the establishment? Do you like the corruption or do you and want less of it? I mean, want more of it or do you want less of it? So what side that's one thing I wanted to ask. What side are you on? Like, how do you see yourself? What's your beliefs in your politics? If you don't vote for Trump, who do you vote for? I like to understand these things because at some level there's a layer of division and a layer of potentially uh, potential subversion. Like I know for a fact that the group that kind of fell into the Cooper beliefs way back when were off the reservation in terms of in terms of where the rest of the crowd was going that had similar beliefs. I'm not even sure what they did back then. Maybe they voted libertarian. Maybe they didn't vote at all. Maybe they just I have no idea. Hey guys, how's it going? Let me stop rambling for a second and just say hello. Hey, Cool Frog, what's up? What's up? What's up, Pastor? How you doing? Glad you're here. Weird Debbie, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Jackwagon? I want a Jackwagon. Where's the Jackwagon at? I want to go find it. Oh man, yeah, let's find that Jackwagon. Really wish I could just look at this thing. Hmm. I don't know. Block my channel.
No, wait, Montegra.
Can do that. Oh yeah, hey, the new thing with YouTube just worked out really great for me. Oh, that channel. Did you take that channel? No. Okay. Look, someone confirm October Rain's still on for me. So I know it's my network. Just if you care to do it. Um, because I have this thing on my network that kind of makes sure that the bad guys don't get through. And it's being really good right now. It's really protecting me, but it's going a little too far because I can't get to where I want to go. And I need to I think I just need to do this. Hold on. Okay, I got this. Go back to the source and should do it. Okay. Hey, let's see what you got. This account's still there. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to confirm. Take him down. Time to wake him up, all my friends. One king, three. Okay, Timmy, how you doing, man? Pastor's here. Okay. Well, if you want to go help Monograph find that, you probably could use a little churching up right now. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what his religion is. Uh, that would be another question I'd ask him. He wants to show up. The invitation's been put out there, and the challenge as well. Actually, I said I sent out a tweet earlier. It said, "Hey, look, which one of our videos that were on that thread do you think best represents the subjects in the video? Like Monty's version of law and lumber, or my version of people who game the system to hurt other people?" Yeah, yeah, we'll see. I hope people vote on it and look at it because I don't, Twitter is so weird. I got like 143 followers, and sometimes things that I'll post will actually get seen, and sometimes they don't. So even if I put a hashtag on or something like that, it still does it. So it still doesn't get seen really fast. Just never know. I think I learned something here today. Is this blocking? Sorry about that. All right. So yeah. So that I hope that people kind of vote in on that. One thing I said to him too, I was really disappointed in this video you made. I was like, let me learn you something real quick. I just dropped my link. I was like, here's how it should be done today. You might want to maybe put a little effort into your. I don't want to be mean, but it's when I say I didn't mean mean. I didn't want to start off like that with them, but still, I had to respond the way I felt. The Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing about it is, I'm gonna get this thing to work, so bear with me. Sorry. Uh, and if not, I'll just keep streaming until I do. You know, a couple days. Here we go. The edit. Oh, here we go. All right, cool. I think that's it. All right. So anyway, sorry about that. Here we go. I think I got it. Okay, I'll give it a second. All right. So anyways, where was I at? I could open his YouTube channel. You know what? Yeah. Hey, look, Alyssa. Hey, I didn't want to have anybody on in case you showed up. I didn't want to feel like ganged up on. But I tell you what, since my system is not cleared me yet, you mind coming on and like showing your screen? And can you do that? Do you have a setup that you can do that? You can show your screen for that. For we can show the October Rains video real quick that he posted towards us. You got that? I'll put an invite if you think you can do it and without any issues. Please join me and let me put that out there. Yeah, so let's just work around this. I am the backstage of my Discord, by the way, so mods can hang out with me there too as well. Go and where you at? There you are. Oh, please do clip me. There you go. Because we gotta get the word out, right? So come on here and tell me about it. And we'll get this working. Sorry, guys. I didn't see that one coming. But anyways, yeah, so I don't remember where I was at before I got distracted by the fact that that didn't work. And I needed to fix it. But someone will remind me real quick, or I'll just change it. Monty is okay. Well, no, I don't think he's lonely. No, I don't think he's lonely. I think he's got a wife that he cares about, and he's got a dog that he loves. There's things you can see. Yeah, we'll get through it. It's not a long video. The thing about it is, it's like half of his old stuff. He just like clipped his old video and then put a new clip in there. So it's kind of funny. I was actually thinking of like parodying one of his videos one time, like inside one of my videos, like Inception, really Inception. Or anybody else. Let's see. Cool Frog is around. I know he can do it. Let me. I'll shoot a link over to him so you can stay where you're at. If he can do it, I don't know if he's working. He probably is. And yeah, but yeah. So the only reason I didn't send invites out to my usual crew was that I just again I didn't want to set up a scenario where he felt like, okay, there's a whole panel of people that are waiting to jump on my case. I ain't going near that. I wouldn't go near it either. Or I'd run in like swinging one or the other. Just depends. Depends on who the crowd is, I guess. Like V can go in there and take on 5 people at once. So if he can do it, you can do it, right? No, he's a pretty talented guy. But there we go. I think we'll get somebody to come in here and do this quick. It's a good place to start. I'm kind of just like wanting you guys to see this, right? And then I'll play mine. So I think everybody here's seen it though. If you haven't seen it, let me know. I'll play. Hey, Cool Frog. What's up, man?
So I was looking around and I'm like,
sorry.
You're fine.
All right, there you go.
Like, hold on, I gotta play some music for you.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was looking around and I go and I put October Rains in or whatever, try pulling up his channel, and go ahead and share that screen.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Wow. Wait, hold on. Oops, sorry.
No, you're fine. The one with over 5,000 subscribers, one at 658, one's at 105, 196, 742, 416, 322, and 222. You can see he has multiple accounts under this October Rains. This isn't something that, he's got multiples. He's not.
Oh yeah, take a screenshot of that.
He's not sitting there playing around with one, particular channel. He's just he's like, oh, let's see how many times that I can create to say, oh, look, there's another one with 2 subscribers. Oh, look at that. There's
probably
another
him.
one and another one. Oh yeah, those are all him for sure, without a doubt. Those are all him. You can see
Cool.
it's the same exact picture on each one of them or whatever, just a little bit different zoom, on each one of them or whatever, just to. But you can tell they're all him.
Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? All right.
So
Cool,
here's
man.
11 hours ago, Dumber Than Lumber profile. Which
That's it.
Is that the one that you actually wanted?
I believe so. Yeah. That's the one he linked me to. I'll put the link in private chat if it's not. Yeah, this is it. Okay, real quick. Yeah, real quick. Oh, you saw the same thing I did, right? I was like, okay, so why put New World Order in the beginning of your video like that? Are you saying that you're with the New World Order? Is that what I need to take away from this? I don't understand why you would do that. It's not. You should be opposing the New World Order, right? Okay. What were you want to say?
You know why I stopped that at 5 seconds, right?
Why?
Oh, so we can actually fair use this particular video.
That's a good point. Cool Frog. You make a great point.
We're gonna totally fair use the crap out of this video.
Yes.
We will not play anything longer than a couple seconds at a time for that particular reason. Now, I don't have a problem with this guy. I really don't. He had to come after me the one time or whatever, and I kind of asked him to leave me alone. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form attacking this guy for anything that he's done. I think that he's doing what he wants to do, and he's going to continue to do what he wants to do. And there's nobody that's going to change his mind. No matter what.
I mean, I think that's true. Yeah, definitely.
Right. Nobody's going to change his mind on that. He's always going to continue to do what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
I mean, he got quite the intro, so we're already 10 seconds in. So that the intros are fun. I usually do a couple minutes worth of intro. So I mean, kind of a creepy, weird vibe to it.
Okay, so what we're seeing here is this is like B-roll kind of like spooky clips and stuff that he's been using for 10 years. Like it seems like this goes way back. You can tell by some of the imagery that's in here, like the umbrella guy or man or whatever he calls his dude. That guy, you can see how young he looks in that picture. So yeah, go ahead. It kind of goes on like this for a while. Very artsy and maybe. Yeah, I got it. We're definitely peer reviewing this. This is totally acceptable fair use, and it would be an embarrassment for him to do anything about it. You can join me.
Obviously, you can see that's his profile, right?
Yeah. He's like in the center of the eye. He's like the iris, like the center of the iris. He's seeing. I think it means he can see, right? And then, but I don't get the New World Order part. Like, I can't. Is he supposed to be the New World Order? Is that? I don't know. I have questions.
He doesn't. To me, doesn't seem like the type of guy that would actually be part of that. You'd think that he would be against.
Right. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm totally confused here, and I feel like he kind of phoned this one in. But let's see what else he has here. Is that George Bush?
I think so. I think that's what that was. Is he was
actually
actually
that big screen? Or is it harder for you to manage if it's in big screen?
I might be able.
If it is, just put it back. Trying to hook the audience up here. Let's get a good view. All right, there we go. Ooh, yeah. Okay. What you got down in the spooky hallway? Secret Society. Cover-ups. Secrets. This looks like a familiar intro. Like this looks like somebody else's intro.
That's UN building, right?
Yep. I think it is.
Right.
Like it. Is that a threat?
I'm not sure. So it kind of was he like hail
firing at us? Is he firing at us or is he blowing it up? See what this guy says. Yes, he is. Okay, hey, how you doing? Are you a fan of Montegraph?
He's an he is
Just wondering.
anti-world order, and his videos are usually about exposing it. See,
You
that's
know,
what,
Michael, I don't see
that's
anything.
exactly what I was saying. He doesn't
Yeah.
seem like the type that there'd be for it. Like he would be against it. So I mean, there's similarities in thought, and from us to him or whatever. So there's a lot there that we really share.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. I want to
opinions on.
address. Yeah, I know. We definitely do, but at the end of the day, our conclusions are different. The conclusions that we come to in his are different. Oh, by the way, I want to say something out to this. I want to address this right here. He will send his followers to mass flag your channel. Okay, guess what? For the past several months, I've been recording every single one of his followers. Okay, I have all their names. Okay, nice little spreadsheet all put together. Isn't that neat? Sure do. I got all y'all's names, right? And here's the deal. I've already let YouTube know, right, that if a mass flagging comes in, here's the people doing it. And you can just double check it out against there. See, I'm way ahead of you guys on that, man. Go ahead, try it. I dare you. Every one of your channels will go down, all right? Every one. And then I'll have a bunch of my friends. We'll all go live and talk about it, okay? So, no, we're not going to mass flag anybody. This is not what it's about. Okay?
No,
I'm not here to dog
no.
Montegraph. I'm here to
Not at all. No.
Yeah, and
we actually like this guy. We think he actually does have some legitimate points.
Yeah, but I will not be mass flagged, dude. I'll tell you, I've been recording you guys on streams for a long time because I'm getting to know you, right? And I also understand how he works. So I need my leverage too, right? So in case he goes off the deep end, but at the same time, I have no need or care to do anything else with that. But I saw what was going on. I know how to kind of counter that. All right. So have at it, man. But you'll be taking your own channel down. Promise. Go ahead, Cool Frog.
I mean, so still more intro. We're 35 seconds in, and it's complete intro, trying to get to him actually calling out, quote unquote, dumber than lumber. So I mean,
okay, yeah. Well, but okay, right? Okay. So he's supposed to be going against the New World Order. Thank you, Suzanne. But the well, that's some of us, dude. I find him interesting. I know he's about. I want to figure out what's going on with him and where I'm serious. I'm not here to dog him. I'm not here to joke him.
When I use the words "we," I'm using myself and winning. I'm not using everybody that's in the audience. I'm not speaking for everybody that's in our audience. Everybody in our audience has their own thoughts and opinions on everything that goes on. As far as that goes, like I say, I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. I think that he's actually has some legitimate thoughts.
Cool. I think we could have good discussions once we get past this initial stuff, right?
Yeah,
and I'd like to
we understand, Cheugy. There's an awful lot of people that actually, have done their research on this guy, and
there's always a path to redemption.
He has quite something, that's for sure. Yeah,
I mean, he hasn't murdered anybody, so he's got redemption. Maybe we don't know everything about him, but I would say that on the internet he does. There's a path. It's called debunk the people who started the shit that you say is not true, and go on a man tour. That means go on the places that you feel like you could have done better, and say, hey, I'm here to say, I didn't do that right, but here's what I want to say. Really, this is all bullshit, and here's why. And I just really wanted to stop. And you'd be surprised how many people would be cool with that. Like that would be the most coolest thing ever. I think who wouldn't like to see Montegraph on a redemption arc? Let's go. It's been great content, right? Yeah, he knows how to entertain. And I told him I wrote this thing and I didn't do it. I did it a different way. But I was writing to him and saying, I was using his catchphrases. I was like, dude, you should have made t-shirts years ago, dude. You should have made t-shirts years ago. Man, it's like you need some marketing help, man. I'm here to help you with the marketing, all right?
Right.
The fact that he would do something like that shows. Yeah. Well, again, there's a past there. I can totally see what you're talking about in that capacity. I know that's the initial impression people get. That's why I kind of want to say, hey, look, when you show up and you do stuff like that, this is what people think,
So I mean,
okay, so here it is.
You see,
okay,
it broke down and went ding, 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 and it actually showed his October Reigns logo. It showed that he had multiple accounts with.
Yeah. So October Reigns is an identity that's supposed to be the super hacker side of him, right? It's supposed to be his it's supposed to be this mysterious, dark, cold, like dude who's unfeeling. The cold October Rain. Should have played that this Guns N' Roses song in the background of that, man. See? That's how I would have done it. Right? Everybody knows that by now. But yeah, so he wants you to feel like cold, and it's like a cold, distant, kind of like unrelenting kind of like force, right? All right, so this is what you're seeing here is known as a screen. It's known as an inspect element edit, right? You inspect the element beside the web page.
He took a screen grab, and now he's gonna go on. He's gonna try doing some stuff with it or whatever, and try.
No, he has a browser, right? And he hit was it Control I or something, and the little inspect element window pops out. I think that's it.
This little yellow circle thing, right?
No. It looks different. It's a line with all the code on it of the page that you're looking at. And within
the thing
this
that they
little frame,
seem to be missing here is
you can
that
go in and you can edit
the fact that people
text.
seem to be
your view
genuinely
of it
afraid
is
of monographs.
this.
They
You can
don't
go in
seem
and
to
change
want
the
to
title
talk
of
about it
something to Dumber
publicly.
Than Lumber, right? So he's just
Something
doing
like
this.
that.
This is a time. But this is supposed to. I think it's supposed to represent the fact.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got what you're saying. Okay,
And
he's
he
altering
does-
this
Yep.
say Dumber Than Lumber underneath.
Right. Yeah,
their
is
particular
just his
law
view.
firms as opposed to actually leaving it the way it was.
right.
So he's
He's saying that I'm going to make you. Because remember the thing we watched last night? He said he was gonna like put his name. He's gonna ruin him in 48 hours. Put his name everywhere on the internet, and that when people go to look him up for business, they're gonna see this and be like, oh my god, I will never work with this man. I think that if that little trick you told me works really good, I think it's just as easy to kind of put out the debunking the same way so that it comes up right underneath yours. So it's like, there's ways, man. It's always a counter. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
He doesn't talk. It's just like, it's him. It's him basically just doing this kind of like, what do you call it? Like a visual montage of things to give you an idea. So I get that. I do that style too sometimes. I'm kind of moving away from it, but I've done it for all the way to the last video, really. So I get it. Yeah, so this is it. There's nothing else to it. I mean, we can go to the end of this because all he does is scroll up and down, and it's just the same stuff. So, the effort in this video went into just doing this.
We have to kind of so then it looks like he's changed several to actually say that because Lumber's not going to do that to himself. He's not going to go and and rename this to Dumber Than Lumber. This is everything that he's done.
When people see this too, they wouldn't buy it. Like what guy would go do this to himself? Is it supposed to be like, oh, he was hacked by?
But I still think that
really
it's
great
grounds
hackers, and
to
they
sue.
did this to him. Ha ha ha! So funny.
Attempting to, damage.
I want to help him with his memes, dude. I really do.
Damage
Oh,
his
here we go. What's
reputation
this say?
anyway.
He's putting together his own political party called the Toys Party. Tired of your shit, he says. See, this is the good
Tired
part
of
about
your
Monk.
shit.
This is the funny part about it.
That's pretty cool. And hopefully, something actually comes out of it for him, and he can actually make something happen, unlike any other group that's attempted to make anything happen whatsoever.
Yep.
Just put into.
I can see.
Alyssa's about right on that, right?
What's that?
Sounds a little mappy.
Ways. I think it's a coincidence. But in that area, I would say that my only problem.
Not calling him that. because as far as that goes, I don't feel that he is. I think it's just
Probably
the wording's a little, the toys,
Yeah.
using something that's mainly used by children, and using that for his own.
But in fairness,
political gain is a little weird.
You have your toys, right?
Right.
I mean, have to,
I mean, as far as that goes, I just got my graphic card in or whatever. So yeah, right. Did I have fun with my computer today? Yes. Is it is it considered something that I like to play with? Yes. So yeah, it technically would be my toy, right? So this graphic card's great. It's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
Feel like a new world, like you got a new pair of shoes on or something.
Oh my Lord, yes. New bed, however you want to put it. Yes.
Yeah. So there we go. Well, let's just finish this up. We'll talk some more. It's just more of this. The last part.
You really can't go. It says like there was another 5 seconds or whatever. So it's like, so what are these? What does he? I really get why he's actually trying to get at. So it's like he circled a couple different words. Now he's circling attorney.
Okay.
Like, what?
Yeah, right. He's trying to make a point. I think he's just going off what he was saying last night. I mean, So to be fair,
Monty jacked with Rob's name. Kinda. It seems that way, doesn't it?
No, it's just it's a trick. It's the inspect element. You just edit it.
So only he can see it. If we go and we look up,
yeah, I can show you how to do it.
Right. If we go look up Robert, we're not going to see these changes. This is just something that's on his computer alone, right?
Right. Yep. And I think that I don't know why he does it. If he's trying to fool people or troll them, or if he's trying to say this is what I'm going to do, right?
For him to record it and put it out for the masses or whatever on his own channels, it seems a little odd that he would actually go to the point of actually altering to show the rest of the world what he actually altered it to. Because like I said, nobody else is actually going to see this other than him unless he shares it. And that's what he's doing. He's currently sharing it.
And I'm helping him get views. I told him on Twitter, I was like, I'm going to help you get views on this video. I left a comment on it. I said, I'm going to help this video get views.
So, I mean, he just pretty much, he scrolled over the top of the wording on there. So it's like he's just showing you what he had actually done. He changed it to Walmart attorney, dumber than lumber. I like his term with the Walmart. It's actually kind of, I don't know. It's interesting in itself. Kind of like it actually took a couple brain cells to figure that out. And
that
he could get sued for, in my opinion.
That works pretty good. I came up with a law attainment. So it's, for his cause and trolling, that's a great one. My cause and promotion, it's a great one. So there you go.
To be fair, yeah, we get that. We do.
I love that.
Seriously, have to watch the time frame or whatever on each one of them. So it's like he scrolls down a little bit more. So it's like you can see that he didn't just alter one; he's altered multiple different ones that he's altered. This got another 2 minutes left.
Yeah, you don't have to go. Again, you don't have to go frame by frame. Feel free to jump a little bit. Just click ahead.
So it's kind of
it's the same stuff. It's just the music was just it's just kinda, delightful. Yeah. It's so delightful.
No, right.
To make a video with it. Ding dong. Got here. Okay. More of the same stuff. Where can I watch Comedy Central? I almost feel like he's gonna slip up here in this video somewhere and drop some information. Just like
that's what I was kind of like
glazed over.
He scrolled down quite far on that, didn't he?
I mean, he did a pretty good job cropping all that stuff out. Rusty Griswold, a vacation. Walmart attorney Rob is a bozo. Ugh. I want to see that show. I now want to see that show. I wonder if this is even like
Walmart attorney Rob is a bozo. Yeah, I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he is that much of.
Is he?
Rally, thanks for the content.
I don't know. The chicks dig him. Thanks for the content. I have an early day tomorrow. Hope he comes on and still catch the replay. Night all. Good night, Shiz. Take care, man.
Later. Have a good one.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. I actually pulled up a video. When we're done with this, I'll show you guys how it works. So we'll understand what's going on here.
So what did he?
But he also, like, we'll talk about this after we get done with this, but he also had another little technique we talked about last night. Good, bud. Anytime you want, just go ahead and roll through it. We'll talk over it.
No, I had to stop for a second because I'm like dumber than lumber, and then this is Rob of dumber than lumber. You know, so I mean,
see how that works? No, I don't see how it works.
He's learned to be something. I've been hitting that 5-second mark or whatever, so it's like there's potentially stuff that we're missing in between.
I mean,
Walmart attorney that sucks at my job and is busy playing on YouTube because I don't have any cases IRL. I am a loser. Hold me. That's gold. That's gold. And then his YouTube.com channel is dumber than lumber.
I think that I want to hire this guy now. So
I mean, he's very smart and very talented. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, he obviously knows what he's actually doing.
Who? Law Lumber?
Monograph.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but the reality of this is funny as is, right? But the reality of this being real is just, you know, it's the suspension of disbelief is lost on it, if you will. Point last night. It's like
that friends recap in the weekend law. So now he's at his actual channel. Okay.
Oh, Rob does a lot of shorts. Okay. Probably I don't see him too much. There we go. Oh, this is old. This is old right there.
That's his outro. That's what that was. That's an outro. It was right at the end of the video. So he used that particular whatever because
missing a unicorn.
That probably made him giggle in itself after doing all that work to actually get all that changed. To go and make a video of it right away, and then he put a minute and a half intro with a 25-second outro to put this as the outro or whatever, because he thinks that it's super funny.
Well, like
that
a bird.
He was able to actually go through and do all that to to go after Law and Lumber, to only go ahead. We'll put a laugh reel at the very end, and he probably put one of the funnier laugh reels.
I said, now hang on there, guys, because after we get done with this, we're gonna, because we had a little video competition, him and I, on Twitter today. I don't think it really got very viral, but that's the end of it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That laugh was his outro.
Okay, so there you go. That's his burn on Rob, right? So just that was his entry.
I mean,
right? All good.
Call it as you will.
Yeah. We're gonna call that. That's his entry. He tagged us both in it. He said we should go there, and he said he would teach us. He would own us electronically.
Learns did us.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's
his way of saying things.
Let me hold your electronic hand. That's what he said.
Right. He's always used that term of learns did.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, look,
which is fine. I think it's clever on his part to actually, use his own words and his own terms.
No, I said that he should be making T-shirts, man. He's like, I would buy one of his T-shirts.
No, yeah, in October Rains with learn stitch across the back or something. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, or something like in that like you see how that works. You can put an eyeball next to it or something. Like, I don't know, but So, anyways, yeah. So we're gonna pick up my entry here at the midway point of the video, because that's where it really starts. And
sure.
Let me get it ready here. Okay, this should be all good. Yep. Okay. And let me get it up over here. Put it up over here. Oh, there we go. It kind of blends in, doesn't it? And unmute it and let's go. I am co-writer on this song now. New song underneath it. That's did the scratching.
I love this video. It's just so funny.
That's Duncan. There's Josh on the man.
I'd watch this one like a 500,000 times, I feel.
No, it's so great. I love this song.
Strut my way on over you. Like these days got nothing to do. Hit the sidewalk and strut with you. Strutting in the morning, strutting the new. Strutting in the nighttime under the moon. Hey, you. I like you too. Do you mind if I strut for you? Maybe feel free to strut for me. You gotta strut. Everybody should do. Watch that thing go side to side. Strut so hard with the strutting side.
With the Cheugy.
Exactly. Strut don't cost $1. Take my dog, don't forget the collar. But I'm the dog and I like your smell. Can't help exactly. Strut so well, and then baby, you got a head start. Strut your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home.
People say all sorts of crazy shit. You're like, that's true. That's true. I kind of wish I could be cool. That's true. Exactly. Everyone clap. Everyone clap. That's true. Everyone clap. That's true. People say all sorts of crazy shit. And you're like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Exactly. I'm dancing in my seat. Dancing in my seat.
Yeah, that works. Exactly. Everyone clap. That's true. Everyone clap. That's true. Everyone clap. That's true.
I just feel like I'm going to miss something.
Isn't that neat?
This information evolves over time.
Oh my gosh.
Finger stop. Well, it's the same effect with having troll factors, but not decentralized. But not decentralized.
Information here's the thing. Give us the force their hand.
Information they create, force their hand.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Their hand. Yeah, that works. Force their hand. Everyone clap. That's true. Everyone clap. That's true. Everyone clap. That's true. Force their hand. Here's the thing. Oh my god.
Decentralized.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Decentralized.
You're watching a Legion of
It's the
Injustice.
same effect as having troll factors. Troll factors. Troll factors. Decentralized.
Oh my god. Everyone clap. Everyone clap. Everyone clap. Yeah, that works. Oh my god.
I'll figure it in a second.
Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of wish I could be
Yes, it is weird.
Isn't that neat? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at how fucking serious he is. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You fucking liar. Fuck you. You're such a liar. All the fucking time. All the time. You're just a liar. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You're such a smug piece of shit. Guy sucks. He sucks. He's lying fucking time. All the time. You're just a liar. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You're such a smug piece of shit. Guy sucks. He sucks. He's lying. He's lying.
Yeah, you can't.
Disinformation. support him.
See how that works?
Well, exactly.
Isn't that neat?
There you go. All right, so that's my entry. Okay, I have some explaining to do to be Flair. Okay, so if you have never seen this before, this is like the what was it, sixth video in a series called LawTube is Getting Weird. It's about lawtainment. It's a universe where the lawyers started singing one day and they haven't stopped, basically. And of course, in that universe, there's always good and evil, the battle for good and evil going on, between good and evil going on. And in that universe, all of Ricada's enemies have aligned to create a super villain league called the Legion of Injustice, and they are always up to something at the end of the videos. But this one particularly, they decided to butt in and interrupt my stream and kick me off and play their own silly music because they had just brought on a new element to their team known as the Omegosh bot virus, right? And it turns people into doxers and mass flaggers and turns them into idiots, really. So you'll know when someone's infected because their eyebrows get really archy and they get really dark and black, so they look like that. That's when you're infected with the Omegosh virus. So that's where we left off at the end of round 1 of band battles, which is currently going on. We're now almost to the end of round 2, and we've just kind of had a big release this weekend, and it's doing really well. So if you haven't seen the new one yet, please check it out. It's a lot of fun. Like I said earlier, Good Logic played some of it on his show. Vivas commented on it. Of course, both those guys are in it, and so it's doing really well. And the guys who are in it really enjoy it. And there's some Christmas stuff at the end too. Some Christmas stuff because we're moving into Christmas season, and there's going to be more Christmas stuff coming out, including Christmas specials. Oh, I got some good ones. Yeah. You guys you won't believe it. I actually started making these about a month ago, didn't I? Cool Frog. I said a month ago I started showing them out.
Yeah, it seems longer, but yeah, probably.
Yeah, it does seem longer. Maybe just time moves slowly. I don't know. Time moves slowly when you're streaming. So yeah. So that's what it is. And by the way, I have a playlist, right? I have a playlist that takes you all the way back to the beginning, straight through. So you'll see all these type of videos in one big package. You can catch up on the story, see how it started, and you can just kind of figure out what it's all about. But it's just another way of kind of expressing what goes on day to day. It's another way, fun way, just kind of escape from the drama, escape from the harsh realities of the news, and just kind of see these guys rocking out and having a good time and fighting for justice against injustice. Right there you go. Okay, so time to check in and see if our buddy is actually doing anything tonight, man. It'd be so great if he would answer the calling here. It seems like he's always ready to jump on the lawyers, but I need to know, what's going on here. Please do. Yeah, let me put some hearts next to all these great posts. Thank you so much for doing this on Twitter. I got you guys. Thank you.
I'm actually gonna pop out of here and let you continue doing your thing.
Cool. Thanks for hopping in for that.
I gotta do a few things so I can get ready for work here.
Right on. Yeah, definitely.
Everybody have a wonderful night. If you haven't already, check out my channel. It's called Cool Frog, the same way you see it on the screen, or you don't see it on the screen. However, either way, go ahead.
I'm sorry, where are you at? Where are you at? Hold on. Wait, what's going on here? Get over here.
Go ahead and check me out.
What are you doing?
If
hide behind me,
whatever. I'm so close to about 1,000 subs, or whatever, right now. So I mean, if you haven't already, please do so. We do have quite a few interesting things coming up here in the next few days. I do on Thursday have something where I'm going to join the expert, and then after I'm done over there, I'm going to actually have my own show where Alyssa Clips is actually going to join me. It should be fun. Should be great Thursday. Keep that in mind. T3, good to see you, dear. Glad you're here. Anyway, I'm going to pop out of here. You have a fun night, and I'll probably talk to you in a few hours here, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Thank you so much, and take care. Have a good one. Hey, everybody, that's Cool Frog. And
Later.
Thank you so much for coming in, helping out. He's always there in a pinch. Cool Frog will hop on in and save the day. All right. Okay, where we? Hey, Talking Trash, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we see the two different videos. We've got different styles, him and I, a little bit of different video styles. So, I don't know. I think I got a good chance in this competition. I think I got a good chance. So hopefully it'll work out. So, Mr. Monty, I guess maybe he's at church tonight. You think he's at church? I don't know. Uh, I hope that he sure will come on and talk, at least make some contact with us. And he likes to go after other people, and so I'm going to give him a chance to kind of come on here and talk to somebody. Maybe it's just they won't talk to him. Maybe that's what it is. He just needs someone to talk to. You know, that'd be great. Um, so, anyways, yeah, that's what's going on. So now we got the present day. We got him showing back up, aligning with Kevels. Now I'm going to go back into Law Tube from the Lawtainment universe for a second here, and to say, hey, yeah, so that's our first impression of him these days. A lot of people, I don't know, some people. Let me say in the chat, like who knew about him prior to recently? Like, is anybody old school? Like when it comes to Montegraph, anybody remember him 10 years ago? Like, does anybody remember his, any of the stories about him? Anything? I can tell you that. Why I don't quite remember him exactly by name in any particular situation because there was, the names become kind of back then just blended in. Everybody used their real name, and so who knows if I was battling Steve Quest or whatever name he made up, or I don't know. But I did recognize a thumbnail of a video that I guess evidently was a giant burn video on him from the day. I do recognize the like that image stuck out. I was like, oh yeah. So I was looking through drummer. Let me introduce some of these characters from the past here. Let me find these guys and Mr. Medicare. Okay, let's start with the OG. Let's start with the OG here. Here we go. I'm going to share the screen. Coming over. About now. All right, Mr. Medicare. Right there. There we go. So this is the origins, right? This dude has been around for a long time, but he doesn't post too much now. Is this really all the videos he has? Oh, is he privated them all? Wild, wild. Oh, members only. Okay, so he's moved a lot of them to members. I got it. That makes sense. Wow. Okay. So he's been around a long time, but he's also like he makes rare appearances these days because he's actually battling cancer. So it doesn't look like any of his videos stay up. It's probably just to keep him straight. This is like 3 years. Okay. So anyways, this is one of them if it's the right channel. So I can help. Okay, 2014. I think this is not. Maybe it's not the right one. It seems like it because look at this subscriber count. Probably is. I'm subscribed to him. Yeah. Okay. So this is him. I'm not sure what's going on, why his channel has kind of been shut down like this, but I know that he's sick, so it could have something to do with that, like that. Okay, let's move on to drummer 282. The thing about it is like I'm glad that I clipped his videos when I did. When I was going through researching, I'm glad that I clipped those videos when I did because it looks like a lot of the sources are gone. Maybe just hidden. I guess I could probably try to reach out to if I ever needed to access one of the archives. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Where are you at, drummer 282? My browser doesn't do dumb things again. Interesting. Okay. I feel like he's hidden. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna figure that out. And those guys, anyways, those guys have a lot of information on it, right? And I have a lot of information on saved on my iPad. So I'm going to try to get my iPad in here if I can. I should be able to. Problem. And okay, so everybody, did anybody chime in and say they knew him from the old school? Did anybody say that? Just curious because I want to just want to compare notes and see what else you may know from that time period. Could be fun, right? All right, open chat. There we go. Gotcha. On the way. I'm going to share my other screen and go through my archives of videos, and we can go back to the very beginning, and also look at what these guys were saying about at the time. Now, it's funny because the internet's changed a lot over the time period, right? And yeah, we are sitting here. Hey, Nacho, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. I missed you. How you been? Hope you've been well.
He doesn't
You
really
guys
seem to
haven't seen you
understand
in a
that
while. I know
Montegraph
I've been
burns
in and
lots of
out,
bridges,
but
and there's
yeah, I
people
haven't
that
seen you in a
don't
while. I
want to
guess
be
you
publicly
probably stopped by
associated
during
with
the
him.
24-hour stream. I just need, I went to sleep and probably forgot half of that. This is what sleep deprivation will do for you. Yeah. I still remember a lot of it, but I don't remember everybody who came by. But thank you, you did, and it's happy to see you here. We're trying to get Montegraph to respond to his invitation to have a conversation tonight. The last thing I want to do is see him just come on later on after we say, okay, it doesn't look like it's going down. Hopefully that we don't have to get to that point. But and then go do one of his angry late night videos. He can totally expect me to go right back online when he does that. I mean, just come on, let's just talk now. I don't want to have to go into your chat and say, hey, Monograph, missed you earlier, and and then have your guys, Mr. Warris or whoever his name is, ban me so then I can't say anything. I don't know. Might not do that. I don't plan on being rude. And hey, you know what? I will say this. I think I started to say it earlier, but I didn't put it in print because I just figured we talk about it. Dude, I'm one of these guys that are out here. I've never repeated any of the stuff that you don't like, and I've never bought into it because couldn't confirm it myself. I still can't confirm a lot of it, and some of it I found to be one of those inspect element tricks that you seem to like so much. Part of that video I just played, there's a line in there that I found from way back. You see how maybe it's not even that far back, but I saw him in one of his videos. He goes, to force their hand. I created information to force their hand. He was talking about the mugshot of Pelosi's husband. He said he made a mug and put a picture on there and called it a mugshot, and that people adopted that and it called for the mugshot of him, and that's why it came out. I don't know if that's true. I mean, see, these are the kind of things you got to make a video about. You have to learn how to make a video about it. You just go on there and talk and think everybody's going to believe you. You should make a video when you do that. It's called, with all your subscribers, you can make a lot of money doing that. Maybe you don't think you need the money, but at least it shows that that's what you're doing. Show people what you're doing. Don't just talk about it while you eat peanuts. I mean, it's like they want to see.
But he's all talk.
It's a new day and age. We're not just talking to people. We're showing them things. We're making videos for them. We're having conversations. We're having them on panels. We're letting them call in. We're doing all kinds of stuff these days that what we weren't doing 10 years ago, right? So consider an upgrade, an enhancement, an optimization, if you will, of the machine that you are driving here for all these years, steady down the road. Let's think about redoing things a little bit. Maybe give October Rains a new jacket. We could do that. We could get Umbrella Guy a haircut or something. Maybe a new shirt. I don't know. He likes checkers. So there's things you can do, man. I'd say it's if you're tired of it, don't do it. But if you're not, hey, time for a makeover, dude. Let's do a makeover. But dude, reality show just came into my head, man, right there. It's like, these 5 creators think that they can help Monograph adjust to the future here, the present, which is the future, I guess, from where he's with. And we're gonna tune into what life is like when you're trying to upgrade Monograph. But it would be funny. I can kind of see like a reality show in my head. This is what happens to me this is what happens when you watch too much TV when you're young. Don't let your kids watch too much TV. This stuff just fires off in my head and I have no control over it. Everybody needs a makeover now and then, right? We could even write a song about it. Right? Oh man. Okay, so here's the deal. Like, you know, again, if he comes on later on, I'm popping on, dude. Whoever's awake, come hang out with me. But I'll go by myself. I've always said that. I'm not scared to take this mission on alone, because I don't have any malintent really. So, and I think that he gets a lot of. I think he likes a lot of like stuff I do. Like maybe he doesn't know about it, but he likes parodies and he likes music and he likes things like that. There's no reason, and I haven't been one of the guys who's insulted him or called up the past, and I've basically been like, how do we solve this problem and get him to kind of like get this problem kind of behind us. That's what I do. But everybody else can do it. I'll listen to what they say. I mean, you can talk at your own peril because I'd rather be quiet and figure out the truth than open my mouth with an opinion. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I make mistakes and do it all the time, but than open my mouth and say something that I'm not sure is true or not. And I catch myself, and every time I catch myself doing it, I'm like, oh, geez, I need to go revisit that one, right? But in this case, when we're talking about this stuff, I was like, I got to see the video. I got to see the video of this stuff, and then the news articles and stuff I looked up, but they weren't real. I mean, I know what Atlanta Journal Constitution looks like. I looked it up on their archives, and it wasn't there. So, yeah, I know. I'm really surprised. I'm thinking he might be at a church, or what do you guys think? Church, or like a clothing drive, maybe down at the soup kitchen for giving out Christmas dinner, or maybe he's in the backyard drinking beer with the fellers. Has that come in yet? No, I don't know. I don't know what he does on Sundays. I know that the weekend kind of flew by me, and I was like, oh man, I got to get back on. I got to come on a little bit earlier this week, but only for an hour at the release of the latest video. That's round 2, night 2, featuring Viva and Barnes and their band, and Good Logic and Potentially Criminal and their band. So we had a lot of fun with that one. Is he Jewish or Christian? He could be visiting family for Christmas. I don't know. I don't know. I've listened to it enough to kind of think that he's maybe not. I'm not either. Honestly, I'm not either. But I'm really surprised that see, this is the problem. I don't have a good. I'm like shadow banned, so like my live link probably didn't go out. I'm trying to hit him on Twitter. Who knows if he even like checks that thing? But he may just use it or be logging to another account. Who knows what he's doing? But I'm trying to be as sincere and upfront as possible, and saying, hey, this is just a conversation. Just we'll talk. We have a lot to talk about. We can talk about a lot. We can talk about. We don't have to talk about everything, but we can talk about the past. We can talk about 10 years ago on the internet. We can talk about music. We can talk about parody videos. We can talk about politics. He does have a spouse. Yes, he does. I think they've been. What did he say? He's been married 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know, maybe more. Yeah, and it's hard to fake. It's hard to fake loving somebody. It really is. I mean, some people are good at it, but they're even still not that good at it. A lot of times, people that fake it are getting by with it because the other person wants to believe it, right? But when I see him talk to his wife on stream, he looks very happy. He looks very much like someone who is not faking anything, and so that shows a human side to him that I think that that has can express real love and feelings. That takes him out of a lot of categories in terms of personality types or different you know different types of personality disorders, if you will. But there's definitely some ongoing long-term animosity towards things, and he's maybe absorbed with revenge and defensive for so long. You become it. I think that's like what I want to talk to him about. Like, how can someone let go of things that are out of their control? It's like when is a good time to do that? How many years should you fight an uncontrollable thing before you decide it's time just to kind of let that go? Let people think what they want to think. You don't need anyone's validation anyway. When you feel that way, you are free for the first time. If you've always tried to validate, I think we all kind of start out that way. There's some learning involved, or maybe there's some pressure involved. Maybe there's just the way we kind of find the hierarchy around us. And then we want to look good for when we're out looking for a mate, looking for action, whatever you want to do, right? But you want to look good. You want to have all that intact. So it might be some of that. But eventually, when you've found your purpose and you've done your stuff, and you can more easily let let other people's validations mean nothing. Like they're nice. It's nice, right? It's nice, especially when it's good. But overall and throughout your life, it's a stress, and it's something that you at some point in your life should always let go of. And I can tell you personally that when you do, it makes you feel a lot lighter and a lot better about things. It also gives you the power to walk away from situations that normally would have crushed you in, hold you back into. It's a great repellent for those crabs who want to pull you back down in the bucket when you're trying to get over the wall. So it's one of those things. How long do we do it? Can't be trusted. I do know people have been trolled online by this guy for years. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know the stories, right? I've seen results. I've heard people talk about him. I don't doubt him. I know that he's bragged about it. I want to know what that's all about. You know, um, what is that all about? What did it accomplish? It did. What is it that you want the world to know about that? What it's just something that's like, this is just the way it's going to be, or it's just mission driven? Is there a mission? Is there an end game for this? Right? Yeah. When I get to this point, then I'm gonna like start covering like how to garden, something like that, right? But I want to be a dentist, he said. Um, but it's hard to let go when you base your own values on it. And he has too much imagined bravado to let go, and maybe that's all he has. I don't. I think that maybe for a long time he did. I think now he's got more. Now I think he's got more. He loves his puppy, and he loves his wife, and then they live in their house. I think yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, he lives in their little house, and he does his show, and he does the things he wants to do. But I don't think that I think that maybe before like there was a lot of loneliness and maybe some bitterness, maybe bad relationships, stuff that. But now he seems really content and happy, and in that capacity. But he's still unhappy in the other capacity. I'd like to know if he thinks that perhaps that hanging on to the past and all this anger and hate towards others in the past, and then bringing more towards them with his actions. I mean, he may the 500 people or so. He may think that that's a big deal that he looks a certain way or they like him to do it. I would have warned him that probably a lot of those people are antagonizing and just feeding him. So they want him to do radical things to cause a scene so that they can see him feel the brunt of it so they don't have to. It's kind of a cowardly little thing too, to antagonize someone to do something bad so you can observe it. But really it's your idea, or like, you're not stepping up saying, this is a bad idea. You shouldn't do this. I care about you enough to tell you not to do that. Right. He's crazy. He is crazy. Many people that he has worked with won't even talk about him. Some did. Movies, I reviewed the most controversial ones. Which ones? I might have to like send you a link. We might need to talk. Um, I'd like to hear your research on it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send you a link. Where can I send it? Where you at? And you have to tell me how to pronounce that name too. So that's the only reason I haven't said your name, because I have no idea. Ugly. See, see. You have to come out here and tell me how to do it. It's like some demonic rainbow bright. All right. I don't know him, but or her, but let's see. His movies are kind of creepy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, let's talk. Let's talk.